It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, call till you spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, baby. Hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. Gonna be a hot day today, y'all. Look out, man. Talking about some of them temperatures. It's gonna be hot all week. In fact, we could be breaking an all-time record, they say, today.
They said some people might melt today.
Could be. I'm not even going to chance it.
Stay inside.
Oh, man, I haven't seen sunshine in a long time.
Is your air conditioning working a lot harder than normal?
Oh, it has to, yeah.
Do you notice it?
There's no way
it's grinding.
If you don't believe it, just check your electric bill every month.
No kidding, man.
Yeah,
I got one. I go, wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I know Virginia's starting a brand new thing today with your Lion's Mane coffee.
Yeah, Denny's got me this special coffee with the lion's mane mushrooms in it.
Okay, what is the Lion's Mane mushrooms? That's that nasty mushroom you're chewing on that one day that you gave me that was god-awful?
Yes.
And I love mushrooms, too. It is the worst thing I've eaten.
It looks like a groundhog when you look at it.
Because it was the hairy one,
It's
right?
a hairy
it's like a hairy
mushroom.
Yeah, it's got like tentacles or something coming off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's weird.
it tastes like it looks. Not good.
No.
But it's supposed to help with like mental clarity and hot flashes and all the menopausal symptoms. So I'm chugging it.
You get those hot flashes. You got to put the fan on, and then all of a sudden you get cold flashes,
Right.
correct?
Well, then you're soaking wet. So the fan is now hitting you and the hot flash is past. But you're cold because you're wet and the fan's hitting you.
That's kind of how I feel after like a really good bender.
And I was trying to like figure it out because last night the hot flashes were so bad. I'm like, what did I eat? I didn't eat anything weird. I don't know. It's a mystery to me.
Welcome to life, Virginia. Every day is a mystery, right?
Every day, just trying to keep from falling apart.
Oh, good luck. You're doing a dang good job of it. You're still here. Thank God. Yeah, now, Jbird, I know you had kind of a tough day. Did you get your phone back from Virginia?
I did, but I gotta tell you, I left my phone in her car, and I was horrified when I realized it. I go, she's got my phone. She knows my code. Holy crud balls.
She didn't know it was in the car.
Okay. Would you have been tempted to go looky-loo if you had known it was in your car?
No, I didn't.
No,
I mean,
okay.
I left it in there. Once I knew it was in there, I was good.
Okay.
I mean, she hasn't done that in a while. We can only have so many fights after she does that to a point where she don't want that kind of smoke.
I think I've lost interest.
Oh, you have? Okay. It's not like it used to be now that he's got a girlfriend. And
He's walking the straight and narrow. He's a good boyfriend these days. There's nothing exciting in that phone.
These days, you know, when I was a terrible boyfriend back in those days.
Well, no, when you were a single guy, it was much more fascinating to go through your phone.
Oh, believe me, it's still fascinating.
Well, I'm bored of it.
Okay, that's
I've seen this movie.
Okay. No more for you, huh?
I've seen this TV show. It's a rerun at this point.
Okay. Well, that's good. So your phone is safe, Bird.
Yeah, you're good.
They give you some kind of comfort, right?
That's a win.
Okay, there you go. I just remember how terrible it was having to wake up for school. It was, without a doubt, the part that I hated the absolute worst out of anything that you could possibly do when it came to school.
I did kind of feel like my mom got joy out of it, waking me up.
I've seen that before.
Yeah,
Some
especially
parents do.
if you don't wake up the first time. I mean, you only kick it up the second time.
They can't wait. Yeah, because they feel justified to come in a little bit harder. So if you need a little justification to come in and do a rude awakening for your kid, how about hooking them up with some Disney water park passes, either Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach? Now, yesterday we had Ryan L. on here, and he had actually made an AI rock song in the hairband genre to do a little KVJ and to wake up their kid with a leaf blower as well.
He knew how to get Kevin's attention.
Yeah, it stood out to me.
But the leaf blower really puts the excellent
With the glitter.
point.
Yeah.
He put like confetti and glitter in the leaf blower.
Yeah, it was good.
And And that's hard to do. There's a lot going on.
So yesterday we had an AI rock song. Today we've got a rock guitarist. And we said this is a fun thing to do. Take out the electric guitar. And that's what Diana did. And she got her younger daughter also to come in with the fun. So you notice how the older kids kind of sleep later than the younger kids. The younger kids are springing up right out of bed.
Yes.
Oh, they're that teenage sleep they just cannot get out of.
They got that teenage sleep they can't get out of, and you got a younger kid with a scary mask on. So the younger kid puts the scary mask in the sleeping kid's face, and then Diana comes in with the guitar. Now, you know, you don't have to be a good guitar player to even do this whole thing, which I wouldn't say she's a trained guitarist. But she does have an electric guitar to make the noise, so it does kind of work in that fashion.
We are going to wake Ali up for school, okay?
There you go. That's fun, huh?
Gosh, that's rough.
She goes, Mommy, stop.
It's school time.
Yeah, not the way you want to wake up. You got to go to school and you're already dreading it.
All right. She earned those Disney water park tickets.
Yeah, that's the fun thing.
And I think she accidentally hit a couple guitar chords.
Yeah, she's going to work it out eventually. So if you would like to do the same thing and get hooked up with some Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach passes, just make a video of you doing a rude awakening for your kid this week and send it to us, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Speaking of schools, got to do a quick little shout out to Suncoast. You know, they're already a great school, but they have jumped back to reclaim a spot among the nation's top 100 public high schools in the latest U.S. News and World Report ranking. These schools' return to the elite list highlights its strong college readiness, AP performance test scores, and graduation rates. So good to see them jumping back up in it.
Okay, Chargers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you also have got Dreyfus School of the Arts. They're always ranked highly. So congratulations to all these South Florida schools that made that list. It's very prestigious.
Okay, what's their mascot? Do they have a mascot? Dreyfus School of the Arts?
I think it's the Fighting Thespians. Very intimidating.
That would be amazing.
On guard.
On God, yeah, that's right.
They're fencing, though. They're not like fighting with their fists.
No, you're right.
It's classy fighting.
They don't draw blood there.
They should lean into that.
Yeah, all the blood there is fake. So do you agree with this mom that I heard saying that for her, the Great Reset and the day she truly cherishes out of the calendar year is not New Year's Eve and heading into the new year, but the first day of school, because her patterns that favor her get back into alignment. She doesn't have a lot of gym time during the summer because she's running around and the kids are tearing up the house, so she got to get home. So she almost takes a 3 months hiatus from the gym, and she starts to just feel like she's all out of sorts. The summer plans with taking vacation, you're just always shaking things around. You don't ever feel like you get your footing and you can't get into a groove. But she loves the first day of school because it means I'm getting back into my routine, getting back into my groove, going to get my focus on.
No one can see you drink that 8 a.m. wine.
Yes.
I agree with her. It is such a reset.
Yes. It's kind of interesting to see what moms are saying right now on KVJ TV. I asked, what do you cherish more as a great life reset? Do you like your New Year's Eve and look forward to that? Or do you look forward to the first day of school? Now, one stay-at-home mom said, the first day of school is chaos and a sad reminder that summer is over. New Year, to me, is a reminder that summer is getting closer and we are halfway. So that's a stay-at-home mom that seems to love summer, and so she doesn't like the first day of school.
It sounds like she likes her kids, too.
Yes.
She don't got a bad kid.
Well, and I'm wondering if this might be a different statement for a stay-at-home mom versus a working mom.
True.
Well, we talk to a lot of stay-at-home kids that come into the studio. They all seem to love it, don't they?
They do. They look very happy. I just don't think it's, feasible for most families. Most families, the mom and dad got to work, right?
Well,
a lot of families do.
Yeah, a lot of them do. Now, Lisa said 100% agree with that mom. And right now it's about a 50-50 thing, but just a Few more moms agree that the first day of school, in fact, it's about 50-50 right now, cherish the great life reset of the first day of school more than New Year's Eve. But it's kind of interesting because I never even thought that any mom would think that way. But I guess it does make sense when you kind of walk through the motivation for it and why you would feel that way. Now, I thought this was also interesting with commentary on school from back in the day. All the classes you took, if you're in Generation X, that have mostly disappeared.
What? Marine biology doesn't exist no more?
I think they do that.
Okay, thank goodness.
That's still on the list. Can you think, if you had to guess, Virginia, what
Typing.
is... let's see. Survey says yes.
The old typewriters.
Typing
We
is
had a
on the
whole
list.
class.
I did,
just
too.
full of typewriters.
I was like using on that electric IBM.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I had such a nice teacher because I was the world's worst typer, and she somehow would give me a B in that class.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the more important clerical office classes that you could take when you're in high school. Gone now for the most part for a lot of schools. Okay, do you have any others? What else do you think
Home
might be on the list?
ec.
Gonna go with home ec. Survey says yes, Virginia. You're clearing up this category. Very nice.
Bird,
Yes.
aerobics class.
Aerobics. No.
Yo,
You had aerobics?
I loved it. I was the only dude in
They
the
had
class.
aerobics?
Yes, man. It was me and 35 other girls. And it was awesome because I didn't know how to do aerobics. Then they teach me. And yeah, it was sweet.
Okay, Virginia, let's see if you can keep your hot hand. What else do you think? Gen X high school classes that have mostly disappeared. What else do we have on there?
Like penmanship,
Oh, penmanship.
writing,
Oh, okay, yeah,
cursive writing, all
Yeah.
that.
No, it didn't make it. Okay. Now I'll give you one more shot, Bert. What do you think?
Shop class.
Yes, baby. Gets on the board. Yeah, shop auto classes, woodworking, metalwork, all that kind of stuff. I remember we had that. That was big. I had a big vocational school that I went to because a lot of kids didn't go to college where I went to high school. And so the shop class was big, and they did all that. They had a metal class, the metalworking. They had woodworking. We did all of those things, and that was something you had to take to get through high school.
Oh, I was horrified on my shop class because there was about 6 different bullies in there, and they all had capability of getting a weapon. Because you're in shop class, there's hammers, there's saws,
We did.
2x4s.
yeah, and the teacher he was the kind of guy, he would always get involved in his own project and not watch the class. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to build this little cabinet over here. He wouldn't even look at the students. Meanwhile, you're getting your butt beat by these, by a bunch of bullies with pipes.
I remember all the juvie kids were always in shop class.
Yes.
And they would hang out there all day long. They
Yes.
thrived in shop.
It's like they took shop 7 classes a day.
Well, I think whenever they got locked up, they actually did shop type classes when they got locked up. So they just excelled at it. The juvie kids were the best.
Yeah, I was scared of shop class.
They were really good. Some of the other ones that have kind of dropped off, and I had this back in the day, photography.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
See,
Yeah.
I get bummed out when I hear they don't do stuff like that. I think that is great for creativity, imagination, something people, especially kids, need.
Well, they might do it now. Maybe it's just a more advanced, technically, photography class because I don't know if you need dark rooms and the things that they had before, but maybe there is something that they do. Maybe it could be a design class
Or digital
where they get
editing.
on Canva and they do digital editing and they work more with the technology of today than what you had back when, we're in the 80s, 90s, whatever decade it was.
There's still really expensive cameras people go out and buy, and they swear it's way better than the iPhone. It's
Yeah.
$15,000.
It is cool too to work with film and then go and watch it develop and learn
Yeah.
how to do all that. I mean, it's so hands-on and fun.
I like film better than any kind of digital print.
Yeah, me too.
They say also driver's ed. A lot of high schools would offer that back in the day, and they say now it's often handled through private programs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not do well in that class either.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. In fact, my son, we didn't do any kind of class, I don't think.
Honestly, looking back, I'm thinking about all these classes. None of the teachers taught the subject. They would just either put a movie on or rant about something.
That's a class you want to teach right there. And then it said here that I saw civics, which cover government, politics, laws, debate, and how to disagree constructively, but lost ground to STEM-focused education. So a lot of schools have gotten rid of their civics classes.
Oh, I can see how that would get heated in class, though. That's probably why there's going to be too much fighting going on.
But still, you got to power through that.
I agree with you, but you know how things are these days.
Yeah, that's
People's
crazy.
feelings are going to get hurt. There might be a fight break out, i.e. a debate.
Yeah, well, some things in life you got to push through, even though they're uncomfortable and you may not like it. I think too often we quit on things to say, no, okay, you're not on the right side of this, but we're going to, through a lot of effort and striving and hardship, we're going to get you to the other side of this so you can learn how to respectfully disagree with somebody and have civil discord and debate.
That's what all the wise people say. They say you don't grow until you get out of your comfort zone. That's the best way to go to another level of just growing as a person, doing things you're not comfortable with.
Well, I hope that they still work on that kind of stuff. And maybe they've just pushed it into a different kind of class. And it may not be all schools that have gotten rid of this. It just seems to be the trends of things that we all, as a mandatory objective class we had to take when we were in Gen X, that maybe you don't have to take today.
They still make little kids cut things out of paper like, oh, cut this square. Or is that gone?
Oh, I think they do, yeah. But with safety scissors so they don't snip off a pinky finger.
You are looking at somebody who was not a good cutter.
You should be missing both your pinky fingers.
I actually should go back to, I should do a Billy Madison and go back to kindergarten because I'm not good at cutting, terrible at pasting. I can't draw within the lines for the hell of it.
Yeah, maybe we can send you back. Any school want to take them.
Just for 1 year. Just for one grade.
Just have Bird walk through it again. Okay, who is responsible for this calamity? Is it Jbird or is it baby Lochlan? Second ago, Jbird was telling us just how bad he is with scissors, so maybe he would know better than to pick them up and try to cut his own hair, but is that exactly what he did? Virginia, do you think there's any way that this applies to Jbird, or is this producer Denny's 3-year-old son, baby Lochlan, that actually picked up the scissors, cut their own hair, and it did not turn out well?
I think both of my kids did this, so I'm going to go baby Lochlan.
Okay, I am as well. Is it Lochlan?
No, it was me.
It was you?
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look, it's all uneven. I don't have a car right now because it got destroyed in my car accident. I don't know if you guys heard, but I almost died last Monday.
You almost died.
And I was I was using clippers that they weren't charged completely. So halfway through my haircut, it stops, rips part of my scalp out. Then I'm trying to get scissors and I'm trimming all up and down. I'm like, you're looking like the Unabomber. Just get a ride sometime this week and get your hair cut.
Okay.
Because it don't look right.
It's one of those tough things to try to take on yourself, especially if you really don't have any kind of cosmetology experience.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes I can actually cut my hair, believe it or not.
Okay.
You take a rubber band and you put it around your head to make the line even. And I like to try to give myself a fade and get that line out.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to scissors, I try not to ever mess with that. That's a skill.
Yeah, it's a different
We're talking
level.
shearing.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot that goes into that. Well, thank God that your son Lochlan doesn't have a hacked up head of hair.
He needs a haircut, though.
Okay.
The locks be getting long.
Look, I got some equipment. It just doesn't work.
Let's drop them off at Birds.
Yeah.
If you're longing for a terrible haircut.
I think I cut your hair, Kev, a couple times.
You did once upon a time, yeah.
And
When I actually had my own.
It wasn't that bad.
It was okay. It was a nice little trim. Yeah. It worked out all right.
But now you're at the fancy hair club.
I am, yeah. Now I've got, it's high-end stuff.
Back up, baby.
Yeah, I can't even do my hair. So
You wouldn't let me in the room with clippers.
this is a masterpiece.
It's an investment piece.
It is.
That thing better be insured.
That thing's worth more than all of our cars, probably. All the money he's put into that rug.
It's certainly worth
It's actually
more.
not that expensive, Virginia.
Really?
Yeah, really not.
Over the years?
Well, I mean, you're talking about what? Over the years, what I've spent when I buy a car?
It's an investment piece at this point.
Yeah, still not a car, though.
All right.
Make no mistake about it.
A bad car, maybe.
Kevin's hair costs more money than my car.
And then what you're driving now, yes. That it might. Okay, who tried to jump over a large rain puddle but landed in the middle, soaking their socks and shoes?
Ooh.
Sounds like a kid thing. Also, you wouldn't think Jbird would be jumping with a brand new hip, but, we didn't think he'd be cutting his hair either, so.
And he almost died on Monday, so he's a little sore to be jumping around.
Common sense would tell you this is Lochlan. But is common sense at play in this whole segment?
Nothing makes sense about this segment.
And
You're
look,
right.
I'm allowed to jump. I can jump.
Sure.
You got cleared.
I got cleared. Remember that big celebration? We're all cheering, and then I got into a car accident 2 hours later.
You got cleared, and then you almost died.
I mean, you gotta really think of the humor of the situation. You're cleared. You can do whatever you want, and then you're into a car accident on I-95.
Sore again.
So sore.
I'll go with Lochlan on this one. What do you think, Virginia?
I'll go with Bird just for fun.
I think this one was a bird.
It was Bird. Yeah.
Okay.
You just can't miss time, puddles.
Okay, yeah. You thought you were going to clear it?
It was too big. It was too big of a puddle.
How big of a puddle would you say in diameter?
Anywhere between, I would say, 4 to 60 feet.
Oh, so you tried to jump a 4-foot puddle?
It was a big puddle. I tried to. The way it was set up,
Yeah.
you would have to walk so far.
Yeah.
There was just this big area of water, and I said,
Yeah.
"I got this."
Yeah.
And
No,
then
I don't.
immediately said, "No, you don't.
As soon as you probably took flight, you're like, this ain't going to land.
Don't even worry about it. They were just brand new shoes. First time I wore them."
Aww.
Here's that puddle. You think you could step in it slowly in the middle and then get across it, and you step in it and it goes above your shoe line. It's just the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a puddle here at work every time you cross it.
Puddles are. We don't talk enough about the puddle dangers
They're
of the world.
deceptive.
And which of these two, Bird or baby Lochlan, got juice stuck down the window of a car that has automatic windows? Juice, I don't know. Could go either way. What do you think, Virginia?
Juice in a window. Gosh, yeah. Again, this could go either way. I'll just say Lochlan.
I'm going to stick with Lochlan because eventually it's got to hit, I would think.
And there's a rumor out there I'd like to address with the people. There's a rumor that I don't enjoy juice.
Who started such a blasphemous
that's not true. I
talk?
Who's slandering you?
many juices out there.
Would you ever doubt that this man doesn't like juice?
No, I've seen him take down vodka triples with grape juice.
Absolutely.
I grew up on Five Alive.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think anybody in here is doubting your love of juice.
We know you love
I
juice.
just wanted to clear that up. It's been out there.
But that was baby Lochlan.
Okay, I finally got one.
Okay.
Had to stick with it long enough.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. It went down there, and then when you put the window up, it smeared it across the window, and then it dried. Then ants were attracted to it.
Now you got a sticky window.
And you can only clean so much of it because you take the napkin, you're stuffing it in there, trying to get as deep as
You
you
can't
can.
get deep.
Yeah, it's just permanently like that. Yeah.
And what about this one? Who was walking and their shoe fell off, causing them to fall into a trash can?
Oh, that was definitely Jbird.
Yeah, that feels like a bird.
That was both with confidence.
Yeah.
And your inside served you well.
I can see it in my mind's eye, playing out like a vaudeville stunt.
Sometimes my Captain Crust shoes, they have a tough time tying, and they're not completely supported my ankle. So if I stride the wrong way, and I kind of did, and I lost my balance, and I didn't have anything to really fall on until I fell into like this trash can area.
And who sliced their finger opening up a Spider-Man toy?
No.
I'm going to go Jbird on that one as well, because I would hope that maybe baby Lochlan would get an assist from his parents. And, that devil plastic, it could take out a person. What do you think, Virginia?
Make no mistake, though, not all Spider-Man come in plastic like that.
Oh, okay.
Just to throw that out there.
Okay. All right.
I don't want either one of
Finger
them.
was sliced.
I don't want either one of them to cut their little finger, but I hope it's Jbird, not Lochlan.
Oh, it was Lochlan.
Oh.
How'd that happen?
He opened up it was a Spider-Man toy, and it came with a little kit of accessories, and you had to break them out of the plastic of the...
Was it a little bit of that devil plastic, or was it lighter plastic?
It was lighter plastic. The kids' toys plastic is pretty... I mean, you can rip it open with almost no effort.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've cut myself on cardboard. You can cut you can slice yourself on cardboard.
Yeah, I guess if you catch aim the right way.
You have to break out the little action figure accessories from this thing, and when you break them out, there's a little point that's left, which I thought was kind of a bad design.
Yeah.
But he pricked his finger on it.
Yeah.
And you're
he felt bad.
talking to two guys who love accessories, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, these toy designers, I'm sure, have to really think through how they design the toys so that they're not choking hazards, they're not dangerous. Whatever they create, they just need to give to Bird and Lochlan. And between the two of them, if neither one can get hurt, then I think you're okay. That'd be a good way to test these toys.
Transformers, but old Transformers, they can pinch the skin. Trust me on that.
Oh, right.
one.
Yeah, when you close them up.
They have metal in them.
Because they're so old, they kind of stick, and then you finally get it, and then your finger gets caught in the middle.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of toy injuries, Virginia. Kind of a badass.
I wonder if kids today, because I know when I was a kid and I looked at the toys my dad had, I was like, oh my gosh, these things are so ancient. There was like a Stretch Armstrong doll he had.
Oh, that's awesome. That's worth so much money.
Oh, I know, right? I never even thought about it, but he had like Jack and all that stuff. And I remember he had his old toy drawer that when I would go to my grandma's, I'd play with. I'm like, these toys are so bunk and old. I wonder if kids today then look at our toys and I go, oh, these toys are so old and bunk.
I think you are right. I don't think it's quite there, but me and Denny's were just talking about that. It's gonna get to a point where our generation is going to die off, kind of like how the toy train people are dying off.
Yeah, right.
Our figures and all the stuff we grew up with, it's going to be gone. And then your Roccos of the world, their nostalgia is going to be that iPhone they got when they were 8 or whatever controller or whatever electronic thing. It's going to change.
I wonder if it's always been that way. If you go back to the ancient Egyptians, were they looking, was King Tut, was he looking at what his dad had and be like going, gosh, these are like, I mean, a stretch mummy? I mean, come on, we're over that, right?
You're right. Because you're right. When I was a little kid, I'd look at my dad's toys and go, these are weird.
Yeah. I wonder if that's always been the case, or the new generation looks at the old generation's toys like, ugh, these are so lame and terrible.
Probably because, my parents' toys were wood and metal.
Yeah,
before they had plastic.
Yeah.
I think that's what they made kids do. Like, I want to go play something. Go play with the wood outside. It's free.
All right. Thanks, Dad. It is going to be a crazy hot day again today. It's just nuts. I mean, this time of year, though, it really is to me. I run in the doors here at work. I get in my car. I get home. I run in the doors there. And then I just repeat that cycle for about, 4 to 5 months. That really is about what it is. And I think about all the things in life that I just don't really do in the 5 months that it gets so hot.
Oh, I went out and got my mail yesterday, and I had to sit down for 30 minutes after. I'm exhausted.
I'm sweaty. I'm gross. I'm angry.
Right. It's tough. I mean, thankfully, yesterday we had a discussion about the HOAs, but the one thing I am happy about is I'm not having to mow my lawn.
That's true.
That's the one nice thing about having the HOA and having them do the lawn for you.
Yeah.
But even sometimes you'll get that one team that doesn't quite hit the corners like the old team did. You're like, did they get a new lawn team in here?
Yeah, the level of care is not consistent.
Mm-hmm. The thing I can't believe, I think it's only been one time. I've been here almost 30 years in South Florida, and I think one time I tried to go to the beach in the summer, and I about lost all the skin on my feet. And I'm like, that was the dumbest thing. I had no idea that the temperature of sand got to nuclear.
No, it really does.
Oh, my goodness. And I could not believe how hot that sand was. I'm like, never again, dude.
And you can't believe how far the water is from the actual hot sand that you're in. You're like, when am I going to get to the water?
It was unbelievable. I was on Riviera Beach. If you know how long it is to get to the...
so far.
So I did everything wrong. I'm in flip-flops that busted apart, so I'm barefoot, and I have a heavy cooler with wheels on it that got stuck in this, and I'm just, it was the worst. I'm like, never again. Like the whole time, I remember every single agonizing second of that trip to the beach.
You'll legit burn your feet to the point where you got to put aloe on them.
Feet were burnt. I then had to pick up the cooler, threw my back out. Oh, it was just complete misery. I'm not sure I've been back to the beach since, and that was about 23 years ago.
You're scarred.
Like, anytime I hear the word beach, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. That was just terrible. Golf, guys still go out and they will play. The avid golfers will get to the end of 18 holes, they'd be like, you want to do that again?
It would kill us when we would when I worked at the fancy golf course.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to leave and you're thinking your day is over.
Right.
And some rich guy comes out. I'm gonna go play 9 real quick, and the moon is arising. And you're like, dude, I've been here since 5 a.m.
Avid people, though. I mean,
Please. And they're like, I'm rich. I'm better than you. I'm going to play with the moon out. I'm like,
darkness,
I guess.
heat, some of those things do not deter anybody from golf. I just could not see myself. The only way that I'd even come close to it, I'll do a little bit of the pop stroke because they have Mr. fans and they have a little bit of shade.
And cocktails.
Yes, and cocktails not too far away, so you can stay well hydrated. You don't have to walk very far.
They'll bring them to you.
You sold me on pop stroke. I want to go now.
Yes.
Now that I know it's mini golf and you got all that other stuff going on.
It's fun. To me, I would wait till it cools a little bit. Now, you can do the drive shack and you can be in the shade and they still have Mr. Fans and cocktails, and they even have benches you sit on the entire time. So it is the ultimate in lazy golf.
That's awesome.
So if you're as soft as I am, I recommend that. And then as it starts to cool, maybe as we get into the fall, then pop strokes back on the table.
I'll tell you what, I have a buddy who just redid their whole backyard with that fake artificial grass.
Yeah.
They hate it. They're so upset. They say it gets so hot.
It does get so hot.
They have a dog as well. The dog ain't jiving with it.
Yeah.
It is super, super hot this time of the year.
That is the one thing. Yeah, you do have to kind of a heads up on that. And then if, you do have dogs, I would probably recommend running the hose if you have like where you can spray it off to at least cool it down and let your dogs get out there. If it's been sitting in the blazing sun for a while, that might not be a bad idea if you have that kind of time.
Does that help a lot when you cool it off with the water?
It helps a little bit, and
Okay.
it's going to be quick because it's going to burn that water off fast. But if you got a dog that needs to go to the bathroom and you're worried about their paws, because that's a lot of times humans don't think about that. But it's not like the skin on the bottom of a dog's paw is impenetrable.
Right.
Yeah, I know. It gets all rough, and their paws smell like Fritos, and then you get hungry, and then you're in this weird place mentally.
Yeah, it's going to smell like cooked Fritos you leave on the
They
sidewalk.
really will.
Burnt Frito.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. So, you got to watch that stuff. So, there's a lot of stuff that still maybe give it another month or two before you can get back to it. Because, we still got, my goodness, when you look at it, we're in August. You still got September. I mean, you've got 2.5 months left.
August and September are really your just thick, hot, rainy, toad-like weather.
This is where you just have to be like, I'm just staying in the AC. I'm just going to try to power through this, baby. Let's try to get there.
Always have a beverage with ice.
Yeah.
You must have it attached to your hand.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So today is definitely one of those days. So if you're going to be out in the heat, definitely keep in mind it is going to be hot. It's about 8 degrees hotter than the average temperature for this time of year. So
I mean,
we're going through it.
When they say that, does that mean it's never happened in the history?
They think today we could catch the record. So we have had a day where it's been hotter. I think 96 is the record for us. And that's just the regular temperature. That's not the feels like temperature, which they think is going to be probably hitting about 110. So you'll have like the actual temperature will be close to 96, but you take in the humidity and all those other factors. It's going to be about 110. So we could have a record hot day today. So it is going to be warm, as the people are saying in the chat.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. New details are coming out about just what was going on in Hayden Panettiere's life in the final hours. It sounds like she was on again with her on again, off again boyfriend. Now, this guy's name is Brian Hickerson, and they have a tumultuous past of all kinds of domestic violence, of all kinds of restraining orders, of all kinds of drama and arrests. He did jail time, for hitting her, multiple different occasions, too. So, and he admitted to it, and she talked about it in her book, and it sounds like this was a toxic relationship. So it's just certainly odd why she would fly from Los Angeles to South Carolina, where he lives in an apartment in Greenville, South Carolina, with his brother. And she went there, and sources say she never even left the apartment. And the day after she arrived was when they found her with what they're only describing as an overdose and cardiac arrest.
Here is the dispatch audio from that.
To everyone in Centers on for cardiac arrest, Justin Milwaukee. To everyone in Centers on for cardiac arrest, Justin Milwaukee. Mr. 1, minute 29, responding.
Overdose, CPR is in progress.
I've got a bit of a hot take on some of this stuff. I don't know if it's cool to release 911 calls of someone that passes away. I would hate for my family members' 911 call of anything to be out there for the public. And I know I'm sure there's some real law or rule that says you gotta put it out there to the public. I don't know if I like that. I wouldn't want to hear that. I don't think people should hear that.
Yeah, I would think if you had a family member that was in the news, you would definitely be staying away from the news while this is going on. You would not turn on any kind of outlet whatsoever because it's going to be talked about and reported, and any bit of it's going to be painful for you.
It's public record, too, so that everybody can be checked.
Yeah.
And I do understand
it ultimately
that.
has a good purpose.
Right.
I feel that, but I don't know. I would hate that. That would be very, very tough as a family to have to hear any of that.
The internet is asking some questions that I think are interesting. Now, no official cause of death has been determined yet. We don't know what exactly happened. But when the 2 ambulances responded, paramedics did perform CPR, and Narcan, I guess, was found in the room. So somebody tried to administer Narcan. Not sure if it was somebody in the apartment before the CPR was there and the ambulance.
Weird they had Narcan standing by.
Well, I don't know if that came with the paramedics or that was already in the apartment. You don't know. But it was there after, and people are talking about that a little bit. It's also weird that, she had just done like some podcasts and talked about that almost sexual assault that happened on the yacht. And she was threatening to name names. She was threatening to name powerful names in Hollywood that had set her up to be in a position where she could be sexually assaulted on a yacht.
Denny's, do we have that clip in there? Which one is that labeled? I'm not really sure.
It's just
For viral Hayden.
It's interesting to me, the timing of all this. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just coincidence that after she threatens to name names, she's dead.
Yeah, here she is. Yeah, because she's talking really what it is the casting couch. And somebody's pointing that out, that this was on a podcast she did 3 months ago with Jay Shetty. And now all of a sudden, here she is dead.
By the time I realized I was in danger, I was quite literally out to sea. That moment shook me and was shocking. And I was quite literally walked down, and I had been having a great time. There was no hints of anything like that happening. I was shocked. It took me by surprise. And it was led by somebody that I had grown to trust and see as a protector and somebody who had my back. And to be walked down the stairs, and it was presented as though it was like a surprise. And it was this very small room, and she physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man who was very famous, and I waited for her to leave. And I mean, that lion in me, that fire in me, that my hair stood on end, and I became ferocious. I was like, this is not happening. But I had nowhere to hide, and I bolted, and I hid wherever I could think of to hide on a boat.
That's terrible. I mean, it really can be a soulless industry. Some of the stories that come out of Hollywood and the movie industry, even the music industry, just horrific.
Well, it was a
horrific
female.
stories.
She calls her Stella in the book, and we don't know who Stella is, if Stella is a changed name or if Stella is actually somebody's real name. But it sounds a lot like what Epstein had around him.
Right, exactly.
Women that lured other women.
They make it seem okay and
Right.
make these girls feel like they're safe as they're leading them to this predator.
Right. And she was threatening to name names. She was saying that she didn't know if she would, but she talked about the possibility of naming names, and now she's dead. And that's just an interesting time of events. And the way she died with this guy that she shouldn't even be hanging out with.
Yeah, this guy he was, I think, just the final straw, unfortunately, for her. And look, she had been battling. I think she had the pregnancy. She had some postpartum issues that were going on. Then she had the death of her brother, and I think that really threw her.
Yes, her younger brother.
The darkness that she got into, she tried to go to the substances to try to calm those demons, and they only made them worse. And then the guy that she was with, this on-off again boyfriend, he really was the final straw. She was in an interview just a couple of months ago with Gayle King talking about shaking off the darkness and where she thought she was with that.
Finally feel like I have shaken off all of this darkness and this negativity, and that means that I've closed one door and another door is opened, and I can feel it open, and I can feel all the possibility, the possibilities, all the exciting possibilities. I feel like I have a lot more life to live.
Now, Gayle King even talked about that experience, dealing with her. You can just hear the pain in her voice as she's talking about trying to shake off the darkness. And this is what Gayle King said yesterday about the interview and what she got out of Hayden Panettiere's mental state at the time of the interview.
Up to the news this morning, and I felt so sad.
Terrible.
It was hard when she was here that day.
So talented, so promising. It played so many iconic roles, and this is news that we're waking up to.
When she was here in the studio that day, and I was talking to her off camera, she was saying she felt that she was in a good place. Her daughter meant everything to her, and giving up her daughter, custody to the dad, was one of the hardest things, but she thought that was what was best for her daughter. But she was clearly still struggling, and to wake up to hear this news was really tough.
Yeah.
That little girl's 11 now, so, and she's in another country with her dad where she's being raised. But it's just heartbreaking, the loss and everybody failed her. All these men, nobody helped her. Nobody stood up for her. Nobody defended her. And instead, the guy she was with was on record as recently as May abusing her.
Well, and abusing who knows what else. This is an interview from May of this year with Brian Hickerson, the guy that she was with. And tell me what you think about how he sounds in this interview.
Is there anything you want people to know about you and Hayden's relationship?
Hayden Panettiere is the sweetest thing in the world. It's not about who you spend Saturday night with. It's who you spend all day Sunday with. And Hayden Panettiere is the Sunday girl.
I mean, doesn't it sound like a movie character?
He sounds high and drunk and a mess.
He sounds like Matthew McConaughey trying to do Billy Bob Thornton's Sling Blade.
Yeah, it's so often weird, this guy.
Do you think it's better for her to not be with you?
I think that Hayden is one of the most talented people I've ever met in my life, and I would be an idiot not to walk away from her and let her flourish in her career. So,
well, he seemed to realize that in May, but he wasn't able to stay away from her.
We probably wouldn't be good together. I'd like to see what she's going to do with the next 30 years of her career. She's, she'll always hold a special place in my heart, and, I hope the same for her.
Wow.
We might have to not play that audio because I feel like people are falling asleep at the wheel.
Well, it's just listening to the tone of his voice and where he was. And what he was saying on top of it. I mean, that's who she was the closest to in her final moments.
Yeah, that's where she went.
That's your perspective.
To his place that he shares with his brother in South Carolina from L.A.
Mm-hmm.
That's where she was.
Right. It didn't sound like they were all living a great lifestyle.
No, I mean, it just goes to show you how quickly those drugs and things like that can take you down. So it's bad stuff. It's very sad. I'm sorry that it ended this way for her.
And yesterday was the first day of Keefe D's trial for allegedly being involved in the murder of Tupac Shakur. It was interesting because the police department there in Vegas, this officer, Gary Dale, is actually the police officer that got in the ambulance with Tupac after he was shot. So Gary Dale took the stand yesterday and talked about those final moments when Tupac hadn't passed. He was still able to speak. Gary says he asked Tupac multiple times, "Who shot you? Who shot you?" But Tupac would not say. All he would say was that his crew would take care of it, implying that street justice would deal with the shooter. But Tupac never got the chance to dole out that street justice himself because, they got to the hospital and then they had to put him on life support, and then he died several days later. So,
Who died first, Biggie or Tupac?
I don't know. That's a good question. Do you know that, Kevin?
I mean, it's one of those questions where if you didn't know right off the top of the brain, let's just keep it moving because now I have completely shut down the show.
It's a valid question because it does, all of these, and obviously Tupac riding in the ambulance to the hospital where he would die was talking about vindication, saying that street justice would deal with it and that his crew would, quote unquote, take care of it.
Yeah, it was Tupac that died on September 13th in 1996. And I remember with Notorious B.I.G., he was killed 6 months later on March 9th, 1997. The thing about Biggie that was odd was he then went to the West Coast. I remember he was touring radio stations, and they were talking to him about it, and they were even saying then, be like, dude, this is not a good time for you to be on the West Coast. Because all up and down California, they've got connections, Crips, Bloods, all those gangs are in every city. And they said, you're going to be a marked dude anywhere in this state. This is probably not a good choice for you to be here.
And don't forget, back in 94, Tupac already got shot. 5 shots, couldn't drop me. I took it and smiled.
Yeah, I think that was in Manhattan recording. It was just down the street from where I was that night.
I think he thought he was going to survive this one. I mean, he was talking to the police officer in the ambulance like, all right, well, my boys are going to take care of it. The crew is going to
if you get shot,
street justice.
If you get shot 5 times and you take it and smile and then you get back and you start doing music again, you probably think you might make it.
Yeah, you might. Crazy stuff. Stay tuned because that was just yesterday, the first day of the Keefe D trial. I'm sure this will go on for quite a bit.
Y'all need to download Hit 'Em Up by Tupac because it is a jam.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Now, there's a lot of different fields that have coaching. There are CEOs that have coaches. Of course, athletes have their own coaches. Even in our industry of media, you have coaches, people that work with you, and they kind of review the game film, how you performed, and say, hey, you could do this better, or do this, don't do that kind of stuff. And it's usually people that have been in the industry for decades, sometimes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years or longer, true experts. Now, Jbird doesn't have one of those people coaching him, but luckily he does have family in Rhode Island that's never done radio that can listen and tell him exactly what he needs to be doing better.
They got a lot to say.
Well, they kind of hate listen. They don't really like the show, really.
Damn.
One tries to act like they like it, and then I'll ask them, I'll deliberately ask storylines and what's going on. She's like, oh, how's Veronica doing? I'm like, her name's Virginia.
So a couple of the pointers I have for you is to clean up the language a little bit.
They caught a podcast.
Oh.
Because they don't understand the difference between an ATS. They just know it's on YouTube. And I guess I was talking about something unsavory.
Yeah. You're a little too...
Look, the podcast gets a little raunchy at times.
This is the broadcast. That is the podcast.
Different kind of asks.
Different kind of regulation.
Well, it's bizarre because some KVJ Nationers will come up to me and say, the podcast is their favorite thing that we do. And then there's other people who say, couldn't even listen to it. Language, disgusting.
It is a little shock to the system. It's usually just radio KVJ.
Especially when we first started doing it and we were swearing. People were going, I've never heard Kevin say the F word.
Every now and then. I don't choose too often, but.
No, I have the worst mouth. It goes me, the worst mouth on the podcast, then Virginia, and then Kevin. Especially if there's a tech issue.
Right. Yeah, that could flip if there's a tech issue.
We all have the capability of it.
Yes, anybody in this room can go off the rails.
Yeah, that's true. You never know. They also think that you need to stop talking to the people in the chat room, they said.
I like talking to the people in the chat room. I like interacting with the people who listen to our show. I like having a relationship with them.
Yeah.
They don't do that. You're gonna get into too many fights and blah blah blah. I go, don't you know what a chat room is? It's nothing but a fight. That's what a chat room is.
Right. Yeah, you just can't let them get under your skin. They will. They'll get at you.
And if just all you have to do if you get annoyed, just close your laptop and you're okay.
They don't like you making fun of J-Lo?
No. This one aunt I have is the biggest J-Lo. Thinks she is so talented. And I guess she caught a rant of me. I haven't been the nicest to J-Lo on the air or Katy Perry, but she does not think I've been very fair or nice to J-Lo.
Okay.
She's like, J-Lo sells out arenas. What do you do? What are you selling out?
True.
I go, I played Crawfish Festival for Veronica.
And it did not sell out.
And it's one of those things where this woman's old. She's related to the family, and arguing or trying to push back, there's no sense of it.
Yes.
There's what am I going to win? Ooh, I just got one up on an 80-year-old. No.
And they also have some critiques about how you do the live commercials. Maybe you need to take your time and kind of relax. Maybe I guess you're rushing through them. Is that kind of what their critique was for you?
That one I actually agreed with.
Oh, okay. You're like, oh, okay. All right.
Look, sometimes me and Denny's talk about it all the time. There are times where you can be laser focused and you can get through something live. And then there's other times where your mind is everywhere. You lose your train of thought and you can hear yourself losing your train of thought. You're going, how am I going to turn this into something? Someone's paying for this.
Right.
But yeah, I'll slow it down a bit. I'll read my spots just like this.
And they got lots of personal radio experience themselves?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they've listened to the radio before.
So many opinions.
Makes them an expert.
Oh, yeah.
All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
Well, I got some people who are wanting to know if they are the jerk or not for what they have done. And this person said, am I the jerk for breezing right through TSA? They say here in their email, I was traveling back from New York with my sister. I travel a lot for business, and I got all those perks, TSA pre-check, and I even got access to the exclusive airport lounges. Now, I know my sister never really travels that much, but I wasn't really thinking much of it when we got up to the TSA, and I was waved on while she was sent to one of the longest lines I'd ever seen in my life.
Oh, no.
But my mind was so set on getting a glass of wine in the lounge, I didn't really think much about it, and I kept on going through. I didn't see my sister until right before we boarded. And when I did, she looked like a wet cat. She was livid. She was so mad at me because I did not wait in the insanely long line with her, and I went off to my private lounge to enjoy my wine. She would have just been on her phone anyway if I would have stood there, and I knew that. That's why I didn't think much of it. So are you a jerk if you leave someone in a long TSA line while you scoot through to the lounge?
I'll never be mad at somebody who's scooting through and going to get a pre-flight cocktail. We can't be mad at her.
I'm a leave no person behind kind of guy. I would feel so if me and Denny's were traveling or me and Honeyface were traveling. I'm like, well, you stay in this long line while I go and get a double whiskey. I wouldn't be able to enjoy it. We got to suffer together, in my opinion.
I'll get you one too. I'll get you one to go. So when you come walking up from your long line, bam! I immediately serve you a cocktail.
No one believes you. We all think you're going to drink it on the way there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think in this instance she showed up with a nice glass of wine for her sister.
Well, that's where she made a mistake.
Oh, okay. That's the only way she was a jerk when not bringing a wine.
You got to bring a wine for your sister.
Can you even do that? Can you bring a wine in that line over there?
Well, as long as you finish it before you get on a plane. But you can also put it in a coffee cup and they think it's coffee and they let you bring it right on and not knowing.
Okay, so that would have been the move.
That's my move.
Oh, I do the airport so wrong. I had a bottle of water in my hand the whole time. And the whole time I'm thinking, they're going to think it's a gun. They're going to tase me right now. I have no idea how the airport works.
Obviously.
Yeah, you're talking about bringing wine in the line. I'm like, what?
Well, you don't bring it through TSA. You purchase it once you get into the gate area.
Mm-hmm.
Once you pass the security checkpoint, that's where you can accumulate new liquids.
Isn't it amazing how it's not nearly as dangerous when you've bought it from them?
Right.
I get it now.
Well, they don't want you bringing some kind of explosive liquid from home.
Mm-hmm.
But once you buy the liquid, once you've passed TSA, then they know it's not, a bomb wine.
This voting is really close. It's 50-50. I'm asking KVJ TV, is she a jerk for ditching her sister in the TSA line while she went to the complimentary lounge? And 51%, a slight majority are saying no, but it's right there.
So
half and half.
I don't think I would be mad if you did it to me, because I get it. You don't want to stay in the line, but I would enjoy going to the bar, drinking by myself, knowing my homie or my girlfriend is in line by themselves.
Yeah.
That's not, I can keep myself entertained with all the voices in my head. I'll be okay.
Right. Well, with every sip of enjoyment that you're sitting there, you're just probably having a little flashback to them standing in line. Like,
yeah, I know. I wouldn't be able to enjoy that.
But, and I think her argument is, if I would have stood there, my sister would have been on her phone anyway, which is exactly what she would have done and would have ignored me. So I'm standing there for absolutely no reason. And I'm not getting my wine.
And I've already paid this money for TSA pre-check or clear or both.
That sounds like you don't know for a fact if the sister was going to be on her phone the whole time.
She's only looking at how she's been in the past. Past behavior is what she thought was going to be the present behavior. And that's why, and like she said, she didn't really give it a lot of thought. She didn't work it through in her mind. She was just thinking wine.
I got to get my cocktail.
Here I go.
I can't get on this plane sober. And you know what? I respect that.
I'm sure you do.
The one person in line, they want to get their buzz on so bad, but now they're thinking about their sister who's at the bar getting loaded. Oh, the anger and the rage.
It's a close one. And it just flipped at the end. 55% of people think you are a bit of a jerk.
Flippage.
Now, this one is a different kind of line situation. This person wants to know if they're a jerk for not standing in a long line. It said, my wife asked me to pick up a Publix sub for her on the way home. She specifically wanted chicken tender with pepper jack and honey mustard. Well, I get in this sub line at Publix and I look at my watch and it's been 15 minutes and the line hasn't even moved.
Oh, yeah.
And I look up at the front, why? And there's some lady that's ordering 6 custom subs. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's been 15 minutes for her one order. And he said, I still have 3 people in front of me. So I don't even know what they're going to do.
Do you see why now I jog to the sub line?
Right.
Because of situations like, there's nothing worse when you are the only person in line and all they're doing is making the subs for people who aren't even there. There'll be 4 people working and they're all working on nothing for you. You're going, guys, I'm here. I can see the food. I thought that was a rule, too. If you have somebody there when it comes to service, you take care of the person that's in line. You don't do all your busy work in front of the person. You have to take care of the customer.
You would think.
That's always been a customer service 101.
Well, unless you're the employee and you hate customers.
And your job.
And your boss isn't watching.
Yeah, and you hate your boss.
And you're at 1 foot out the door. You know you're quitting next Friday.
You're taking your talents to Winn-Dixie.
So he's been staying in this public subline for 15 minutes, hasn't moved. Same person is still getting waited on. He's got 3 people in front of him. And in his mind, he knows he's got a hot pizza in the car. And so he's thinking hot pizza, maybe it's getting cool. He's like, you know what? There's that pre-made sandwich case right over there. I can grab one of those. I can get right out of here and get home. So he does just that, saves a ton of time, gets home, gives his wife her sub or sandwich. And she's like, this isn't what I ordered. And he tells her what's going on. She's like so upset. And he said, I could not believe that she was so mad because I would not wait as long as it took. She said, and that's what she said. She said, you wait in that line for however long it takes. She said, would you have waited for your pizza? Because you got what you wanted to eat. Do I have what I wanted to eat? No.
So this is a real thing that we don't talk about enough here in the States. Sub rage. Sub rage is a real thing. And if you think you're getting a sub from a certain place and someone comes in with a wrap or some pre-made bull crap, you are.
Yeah, he did not include how far off from her order he was. It was just a pre-made sandwich, whatever that
It's not
means.
the same thing. A pre-made sandwich is so far off from getting something made.
Now, he thinks she's being overly dramatic. She thinks he was a total jerk and insensitive. What do you think?
I think there's fault with everybody on this one.
I think I don't want to make my partner stand in what could have been a 45-minute
Who knows?
line.
We don't know.
I mean,
The other 3 could have just flown by and he could have been up there in 5 minutes. But he'd been there for 15 already.
One of the scariest things ever, when you're going to a subline, you see 7 firefighters heading to the subline. And you can't be a jerk. They're firefighters.
you should pull the fire alarm.
At that point, you go, I'm going to have to wait 30 minutes I'm going to have to watch 7 firefighter subs be made right now. Because you can't be a jerk to the firefighter.
No.
I'm not going to outrun the fire.
You cannot try to get in front of them.
Sprinting in front of the firefighters, you are the jerk.
You are the devil.
Meredith said, just don't even come home at this point.
Oh,
if you don't have my sub.
But I see what Meredith, well, that would be like you thinking you're going to get some kind of great shrimp dinner that you are so pumped to get, and Panda comes back with a cheeseburger. You'd be like, what the hell, man? This is so different.
I know. I get it. I guess I'm just a garbage dumpster. I'll eat anything.
That's how I was raised.
I mean, if someone brings me home a sandwich, I'm like, ooh, okay, thanks.
But she wanted this certain sandwich he did not get.
I get it.
I get it.
So is he a jerk for not waiting in the Publix long sub line while he had a hot pizza in the car waiting for him?
He might have been there for 45 minutes.
Also, I do want to address the fact, hey, Publix, if there's somebody in line that's there to order a sub, I think you should stop doing what you're doing and take care of that customer who's right there.
You need to have other employees like making the other orders.
You should not let somebody stay in line while you make 7 subs for 7 people who are not there. Sorry.
57% of people say he's a jerk for not standing in the line.
Well,
So,
look.
your wife is right, apparently.
Sometimes it's a war in the sub line. I have told you guys this. I have seen many fights break out in the sub line.
It can be dramatic.
It can.
People need their sandwich.
I've seen that Flock CEO on TV so much trying to convince you that you love the security of their Flock camera system that they have and that they're doing everything possible to make sure that it's not being used the wrong way, even though many people in law enforcement agencies have used them to track their boyfriends, girlfriends, exes, whatever it might be. They said, we're going to fix all those kind of issues that you have. But apparently a lot of people are not believing them because there's all kinds of products that are now coming up. The other day on the After the Show, we were talking about how some people are trying to use some kind of design on their car that in a sense makes it invisible to the Flock cameras. It's some kind of pattern that I guess confuses the cameras and they can't see it.
Yes.
But then Flock will make something that makes it visible and it'll just be, oh, we're going to unblock it. And then we're going to make something to block it. It's just going to go back and forth.
So as soon as they solve the pattern thing, then somebody's going to come up here with the Flock sock. That is what's out now. The Flock sock is a removable cover designed to block Flock Safety's license plate surveillance cameras without damaging them. They say the cameras used by thousands of law enforcement agencies to track vehicles have faced growing backlash over the privacy concerns, and now the flock sock is going viral as a form of protest. But authorities warned that covering or tampering with the cameras could still be illegal.
Yeah, and when you go up to put the flock sock on it, it's recording your face, and they're going to be looking for you.
Well, that's why you got to put a flock sock over
your face.
head. Yeah.
Yes.
What a game we're playing, huh? And there's also a website that is haveibeenflocked.com. Where you can go and you can check to see if a flock camera has searched for your vehicle. You go to the website, it asks for your license plate, and it'll show you the flock information that they have on your car.
Haveibeenflocked.com.
Haveibeenflocked.com. Yep. So if you want to see just what they're tracking about you when you're driving around in South Florida, you can do that. Now, our friend Ryan from Lake Worth Beach, he's always got this keen eye on law enforcement agencies and the government to make sure that they're not doing us wrong. And he asked the question, why are there flock cameras on the lake trail on Palm Beach? He said, last time I checked, the town is pretty secure. Imagine you spent millions on a home and there's a flock raven cam that is propped up in your backyard. I'd be pissed. You know, if you haven't seen them, they're on those black poles, and then they've got, you know, where they get the stuff from the sun, the little solar panel that powers the camera itself. But yeah, it's not something you'd ideally want to look at if it wasn't yours. A flock raven cam, he says, is basically the same thing as a license plate reader cam, but with a microphone that detects calls for help. So maybe on the lake trail, if somebody were getting attacked, then if you yelled, then it would pick up the sound of your distress and then could alert them and send somebody right there.
Gotcha.
So maybe that's what the difference on that is. He said also watch out for these Motorola Vigilant LPRs. He said law enforcement agencies are simply saving LPR data from both companies' data sets, and they're sharing it with each other on a separate file sharing platform. It's an AI integration system called Peregrine, and it's basically Skynet from the Terminator movies.
I think I might start walking to work. I know it's
they got cameras that'll get you there too.
I know it's a long jaunt, but still, I don't know, it feels more secure.
I thought you had that moped dream yesterday. You were going to get a moped.
That was yesterday, kid. That was yesterday.
Now you're hoofing it.
Yeah. And the usual rebuttal we get as we bring these things up. People are obsessed with flock cameras, but carry around their cell phones, way more invasive. And in your business, and then basically the security that they provide makes it well worth it. Flock solves way more crimes than the dummies who misuse it, they say.
I don't care. When I leave my house, I expect to be recorded. That's why if I'm in a parking lot, even if I'm a place of business, I think I'm being recorded. I think some people just don't like the idea eventually of any kind of camera, whether it's a flock or it's a drone, going into your personal private area to where you're seeing something outside your window, which there are videos like that. People don't want that. That's an invasion of privacy. No.
Yeah, totally.
So when you go outside, look, the rights are you're allowed to be filmed unless you're going in a privately owned place, and it's up to them.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing that I'm happy to see that law enforcement is getting on is the left lane drivers who like to get in that left lane and go all slow. At least in Orange County, where Orlando is, they've been pulling people over, and they're putting out this video PSA showing how they're pulling people over for going slow in the fast lane.
The reason I'm pulling you over is driving slow in the left lane. You can't just stay in the left lane.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The left lane is for passing only, not for camping out. Florida Statute 316-081 requires you to vacate the left lane to allow other vehicles to pass.
You're required to move over, not make them move over. You're driving, cause reckless driving of other drivers.
And it becomes very dangerous because of what you're doing.
You are hogging the left lane. Also, you're texting and driving.
If everybody who chooses to go slow, like you, stayed in the right lane, the left lane could be for passing.
Did we have to have that low-budget Tool music playing in the background?
That makes it more intense.
Oh, my gosh.
That's how they really enforce it.
Don't mess with these cops. We play badass music.
Rugged
The music says we don't play.
It's royalty-free.
Yeah. And a random strong opinion we got a little bit early says, stop calling it the fast lane. It's the passing lane. It is there so you can go around someone who is going under the posted speed limit. So I will happily go 65 in your fast lane. Don't be mad at me. I left for work on time.
I'm not mad at you. I just think you might want to take a nap.
Okay. So people fighting back on that. But yeah, they are. Just to let you know, they will pull people over if you are going slow in that lane. And I think a lot of people are just... I don't know how people are so oblivious to this is the lane where you're supposed to be passing people.
Some people were never taught that, and they missed.
How is that? They never heard a radio show, or they never heard us
I've met grown-ups
wild.
that were like, "Oh, I had no idea." I'm like, "You don't know this lane is for passing, and you can't just hang out in it and go slow." And they were like, "No, I had no idea." I'm like, "Wow."
What was the average age of that person?
In their 30s.
I'm telling you, there are so
Crazy.
there's so many videos of young people driving, and it's body cam stuff. They do not know traffic laws. I'm not even kidding you. It's insane.
We might need to start like every 5 years, everybody got to retake the test.
Yeah, and I'm not, traffic law Larry over here, but I know, some of the basic stuff. They don't even know you're not allowed to turn on, while there's a car coming. You're like, you can't turn. You have to wait for the car to go.
Yeah. Well, if you are driving in that lane right now and you're going about 55 or 60 miles an hour, you're not supposed to be there. If this is your first time here, yes, surprise. You need to get to the far right, not at the far left.
Left is for passing.
Yes.
Right is for slow pokes.
And what's maddening about it is when you have people that are going 60 miles an hour where people want to go 70, 75 or higher, then the person who wants to go fast now is in the right lane doing that speed. They don't then slow down behind you. They just go fast, and now it's all backwards. Because then the slow people are to the left and the fast people are to the right.
Now you're in the Fast and the Furious.
Yep.
And people are whizzing up on both sides of you.
What's your opinion if there's nobody in the left-hand lane and you're just keeping it moving and you're driving fast? Do you stay in the left-hand lane, or do you always keep it as just a passing lane, even if there's no other cars around?
Pretty much only use it for a passing lane. If there are cars that are in that other lane, I like to hang in the lane next to the passing lane. And then if I need to use a passing lane, then I get over and pass somebody and then get back in.
You know he does it right. Yeah. Boy Scout Ralston.
I just try to lead by example, Virginia, but nobody drives the way I do.
If everybody drove the way you did, it'd be a lot more peaceful on 95.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We wouldn't have maniacs, and please tune into KVJ TV right now. Maniacs like this.
Yes.
Who's wanted right now, composite drawing of the man who ran me off the road and almost killed me.
There must have been somebody going slow in the passing lane then. That's why they were over to the right.
This guy looked like he didn't care about nothing. He'd throw money at you.
Well, he obviously doesn't care about his hairdo.
Yeah, he should have spent the money on hair, not on a car.
Come on, Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
I don't think he was standing either. That's just kind of how it
I'd never seen anybody standing and driving, but yes.
It would be hard to not drive like a douche if you were standing and driving in your convertible.
This guy's an animal.
It's amazing your artwork hasn't found the culprit yet.
No, we're working on it.
Okay.
That guy's snickering right now going, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Wait till it goes public with a visual.
Well, if you want to see what is going on, that visual is public right now on YouTube. Just go there and look for the KVJ Show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce reportedly have a smart rule. These newlyweds have decided that they have a 10-day rule. They will refuse to go more than 10 days without seeing each other. So if anybody's work threatens to keep them apart longer, they rearrange their work schedules to make it happen.
Oh, that is what we call a new marriage.
I mean, 10 days.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I mean, considering what they do, though, I guess they knew it was probably going to be part of. And it sounds like a lot of their relationship up until this point has been that.
True.
Where they haven't been able to be together too much, but they make the most of the time when they have.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute. It's romantic. Do you think it'll continue? That's the question.
Well, I mean, that's the question in every marriage, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you get married, then will this continue?
They also insist on having real conversations every day on the phone, no matter how busy they are. And they have a bedtime rule. You can't go to sleep without saying goodnight to the other one.
Okay, how real do we get? Like, oh, babe, you're not going to believe this burrito is giving me the worst poopy cramps. I have been just crapping my brains out.
Is that Taylor talking?
That's Taylor talking. How was your day, baby? What's going on? How real do they get?
It is an explosion in this bathroom, hon. Do you want to hear it?
Well, I mean, if you're married long enough, you're going to hear each other fart eventually.
Yeah, it's a great question for the relationship. Nobody's asked him that yet.
Unless there's a couple out there that's been married the longest time and you've never heard each other fart.
Yeah, some do.
I would see, that's the kind of people I want to interview. I think that's an interesting interview. You've never farted in front of your mate.
Have you heard Honeyface fart?
I have not.
You have not?
I have not, no.
She doesn't look like she farts.
Yeah, let's change subject.
Rob Thomas, you know him from Matchbox 20?
Yep.
He's talking about how they were on stage recently and he was swinging a microphone stand around. You know, he's a performer, y'all, and accidentally hit his drummer and guitarist Paul in the head, hit him so hard that he broke the guy's earpiece, and they had to remove the earpiece with tweezers from his bandmate's ear.
There's one where a guy throws his guitar and he didn't throw it the right way, and it lands onto the drummer in the middle,
of
the song, and the drummer gets so mad and tries to fight.
Oh,
that's awesome.
It's in this low budget.
If they weren't such good friends, I think he was legitimately very upset. In fact, somebody handed him a big old tall glass of wine, so when he finally did come back on the stage, they're like, all right, calm down. Because honestly, in a sense, what Rob Thomas was doing was very reckless. You know how long a mic stand is?
He
had it from the top, and he has the bottom part of him, and he's swinging around. So you've got a good 10 feet where you can't be around him. And the guy wasn't looking. He was facing the drum kit, and the thing came around and cracked him in the side of the head, in the ear. And here he is talking about
ring your
it.
bell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was bad enough it smashed his earpiece he had in to be able to hear what was going on. So, yeah, here's part of them pulling it out and Rob talking to the crowd about it.
Every night I'm over here and I'm throwing this damn thing around. Oh, it nailed him. Yeah, we nailed him hard. My best friend in the world, and I think I almost killed him, and I feel really bad about this.
I knew it was only a matter of time. It's been 30 years. Now, admittedly, I've been in the back for the first half of that, and maybe I gotta go back there because it's obviously safer.
Yes. Finally got him.
Dang. And this is sweet. I love this. You know, Alex Cooper is currently pregnant with her first child. She is the one that does the Call Her Daddy podcast. And so what she's doing is going and looking at moms to be that have like Amazon wish lists or Target wish lists or Walmart wish lists and buying everything on their baby wish lists as a way to give back to her fans, clearing out their baby registries. That's awesome.
That is very nice.
I love that.
Good for her for doing that.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Listen up, y'all, cause here's the sitch. It's time for another round of do it, bitch. 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 Do it. Do it. Do it, bitch. Do it, bitch.
Okay, and a very intense game called Do It Bitch here, where you've got to know your partner and how much they would know of a certain topic and how many they could get in 10 seconds of that topic. All right, today, your job, Jbird, is to know me. I am your responder. So you're going to know on each of these topics how many you think I can get in 10 seconds.
Okay, I'm gambling, and I feel like really pushing the limits.
Okay.
You know what they say about the house?
Always wins.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We are in the house. Yeah.
You're the house. Okay. I was going to say, let's make sure you're the house. And looks like for Virginia and Denny's, Virginia's going to be the responder. Denny's is the gambler who's going to be driving up the odds here.
So nice.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Kev, do you hear that in the background?
A little revving. That's the guy getting ready to run you off the road.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready for round 2.
I'm ready to take some revenge out.
Almost dying last week wasn't enough. You want to do it again?
No, I really don't. I am so soft.
Okay, well, first topic we got here is types of sharks. Types of sharks. How many types of sharks do you think I can name in 10 seconds?
Oh, I don't know. The man they used to call Shark Week Ralston. Yeah, you can do 5.
Okay, we're at 5. Okay, what are you thinking here, Denny's?
5. I think Kevin could do 5 types of sharks. I'll raise it to 6.
Okay. Bird?
She's a woman of aquatic means.
Yes.
Some even argue she has gills.
Yes.
I'm going to say we raise it 1 more.
Okay. Going to 7.
7 sharks. I'll say do it, Kev.
Kevin, you got this.
Okay, here we go. We have got, 7 in 10 seconds. You got lemon hammerhead, great white, black tip, bull shark, hammerhead, snaggletooth, great white,
5.
That was 5.
Okay.
I must be bad at math.
Mako. I should have said Mako.
Mako. That's
I think
tough.
I only know 6. I wouldn't have gotten to 7.
Is there a sand shark?
Yeah, there's a sand shark.
Is there? Okay.
I think there's a
land shark. It's a great beer.
Would you have accepted Jaws?
No.
I think
He's a great white.
Great white.
He's great white. Yeah, I would have fit into that. Yeah, I think I could have gotten to 6. Couldn't have done 7.
All right, so I know what I'm dealing with today. All right, gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. How many other sharks are there? What did I not name other than Mako?
It's tough.
Is there anything else I missed?
A black tip.
Black
I
tip
said
reef,
that.
he said.
I didn't say
Reef
reef.
nurse.
Nurse shark.
I thought you said nurse.
Lemon shark.
I have. Yeah, I did do lemon. Yeah, I think I got all the main ones except for about 2. I think, you get to about 8 on that. That's
You got megalodon.
There's a lot of them out there.
There is. Just, the ones that are top of mind. Okay, first point to 3 goes to Virginia and Denny's. Okay, the next topic we got is major appliance brands. Major appliance brands, Denny's. How many can Virginia name on that?
Gosh, there's so many appliances out there. Big brands, appliances. What were you going to say, Bird?
I was going to say there's so many sharks out there, too.
Appliance brands. I'm going to start it off at 6.
Okay, 6 for Virginia. Bird, what you want to do with that?
I think Virginia knows more about this stuff than Kevin. I think she's, I hate to say it, more of a man.
Well, this is appliance brands.
I get it. I hear you. I just
Probably what? Washing machines? Is that what we're talking about? Washing machines?
Dishwashers, washing machines.
Dishwashers.
Well, we got 2 answers already. Now the brand.
No. It's the We're not giving anything away. It's appliance brands. We're just saying what it would be that you would answer.
Gaia, I'm the stupid one. I'm the weak link. I understand now. Let's say Kevin can do 5.
Well, we're at 6.
Well, I think. I hear you. I hear you.
I would love to, go backwards, but that's not how the game works. Unfortunately.
I'm trying to play my game.
Oh, is that what it is?
I'm trying to get in their head.
You got my head.
Yeah.
But I'm your partner.
I think you need to get back in your head.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't mean to confuse Kevin, but that man can do 7.
Okay.
8 starts getting tough.
That fear in your eyes should be real, Denny's.
I'll say do it, Kev.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I hate to underestimate Virginia.
That's a lot.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
I heard the engines.
Let me hear you rev that thing.
GE, Whirlpool, Kenmore, Samsung, General Electric, Mitsubishi, Crayola.
Yeah, okay, baby.
Nah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I think he said 1 twice as well.
Yeah, I did.
Dennis, you have to yell at me.
I knew maybe 4. Yeah.
Gosh, that's tough.
That's
That is a
very
tough
tough.
Yeah, my partner really believes too much in me.
Do you want me to lay off the throttle?
We all do, Kevin.
That's all right. We might as well lose all three.
We think the world of you.
At this point,
I got a heavy foot. I like to rev.
Oh, I know you do. I don't know if it ever wins, but
Reverend Ralston.
He's driving you right off of 95 with him.
Yeah, just like that guy did.
Reverend Ralston. That's my boy. He does it, and he does it well. This is when we are dangerous, when we are behind.
Okay, we're going to go pickup truck models sold in the U.S. Pickup truck models sold in the U.S. Okay. We are back to us. Bird, how many pickup truck models? Now, I think, models, what is that? That's not just the overall brand.
It's not the brand. That's the specific models of truck.
So technically, a brand could have multiple models.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Kind of starting to hate this topic.
Okay. All right. What are we at, Bird?
Hold on. Let me check on something.
Is that a truck I hear?
Whoa, there's still some juice. He can do 3.
Okay. What do you want to do with that, Denny's?
Well, I think Virginia could do 6.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Jump into
there's so many models.
6. Yeah. Pickup truck models. Okay.
Look at me for a second, Kevin. I want to be inside you. You be inside me.
Okay.
Let's connect. I want to see your aura.
But enough about your weekend fun. Let's get back to the game.
Oh, we got weekday fun as well. Let's see here. I'm going to say we're at 6.
We're at 6.
Oh, I love me some Kevin because my man can do 7.
Okay. At 7.
7. I'd have to raise Virginia to 8.
Yeah, why don't you see what she's made of? This Sith Lord you're working with.
I'll say do it, Kev. I hate to underestimate. 8. I'm thinking it's getting too.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it gets a lot. It gets pretty.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Okay. We got Tacoma, F-150, Wrangler, Sierra, Tacoma, G12.
G12 is the only one I don't know.
I don't know what that. I just made that up. I don't know. Yeah, I did not.
I know D12.
Okay.
The hip hop group.
Well, that was quick.
But today we're doing best out of 7.
We'd still lose. Oh, geez. Okay. All right.
Look, you know what? If my only fault is I believe in the Kevin Ralston, I'll wear it like a badge.
I always tell you to stop. Okay. All right. Geez. Well, the punishment here today comes from Grant. Great KVJ Nationer, who said, hey, I heard you guys talking about the story that had happened about that Chinese airplane decided to serve everybody prune juice in the plane and only had the 2 working restrooms and then basically had a conga line going up and down the aisles with people beating on the door who had to go to the bathroom terribly bad on a very long distance flight.
It's just a recipe for disaster. Like someone was like an evil scientist planned this.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
That was just sitting around watching all of the calamity happen.
Yeah, he didn't drink the juice, but he was sitting in row 14B, just laughing.
But he's a cult leader. Everyone drank it but him.
Yes.
Yes. So he basically is asking that we do the same, a nice stiff glass, minimum of 8 ounces here to try to get the valves moving to see how long it takes to see if we have a situation like what they did on that Chinese flight.
Well, good news for you. Denny's got you each 16 ounces.
Oh, wow.
Double the request put out by Grant because that's just the way KVJ rolls. Go big or go home.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, we're going to see here, and we'll be documenting this. Now, the good thing is the KVJ show goes all the way through the after the show, which you can check out. So maybe Jbird and I might not be here for a lot of that.
I don't even want the glass. Cheers.
Okay. Look at Bird.
Oh, he's chugging right out the bottle.
Ooh.
Oh, he is taking it down. Oh, my gosh.
Look at Bird.
I haven't seen him do this since the beer chug at KVJ Live.
Oh, wow.
He killed it.
Look at that.
They say I lost my edge. I'm just going to lose my butt.
Yeah. Wow.
Kevin's over there sipping like a lady.
Yeah, well.
And you're chugging it.
Well, that was such a poor, terrible round.
Yeah.
We got beat in 47 seconds. I got to give the audience something.
You get whooped. Okay, this is mine. All right.
You must document.
All right, I'll finish.
I got to tell you, I really loathe prune juice. That is disgusting.
It is rough. I remember my grandma Beulah used to always make me eat a bowl of prunes every day. The biggest thing, I think she thought you would die if you did not have a BM every single day, which was for bowel movement. She would ask me 5 times a day until I finally happened. Sometimes I felt bad. I'd have to lie to my grandma because she couldn't go to bed until I'd had a BM. She would stay up and be like, haven't you had your BM yet?
That must be an old-timey generation thing because my grandma, who lived in Pennsylvania, always would talk about, oh, did you have your BM today? And she would talk like that. You're like, Grandma, I'm 14. I really don't want to talk about this.
14. Talking about poo with your grandma.
I'm good. I'm doing all right.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got still here, if you count the after the show, we're going to be around here trapped by these microphones for the next 2 hours. So we'll see if the prune juice gets you going by then. And then if not, we'll update on social media or let you know tomorrow how effective is this prune juice.
I love it.
Are you driving north today, Virginia?
I am, but not with that, your butt.
Gotta keep it out the window.
You are not getting in my car if you have a loose stool.
Can I just put my butt out the window? No, I don't think this prune juice is going to do a thing to me.
Okay.
I'm looking at that prune juice and I'm laughing at it.
Okay.
Yeah. I had lettuce disease 2 weeks ago. You think some prune juice is going to scare me?
This guy knows all about diarrhea.
Yeah.
He's been flushed.
There's a show expert.
I've been broke, beaten, burned, poked, prodded. Bring it on, pruny.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
The Whacked Out News being powered by Lebovic Law Group Warriors for Justice. Well, police are saying that a man allegedly operating a boat under the influence crashed into other boats in Bahia Mar Dock around 1:30 Saturday morning.
Oh, nothing good is happening if you're in your boat at 1:30 a.m. driving around.
Yeah.
It does. It seems like you're doing something unsavory.
It's way worse than even 1:30 a.m. in a car.
It's either hookers, blow, or murder.
Yes.
Only those three. That's all it could be.
All could be.
Video shows the boat damaged and witnesses watching as it ended up tied to part of the dock.
Oh.
Witnesses said bystanders screamed at the driver to stop, but the video also appears to show a man on the dock pointing a gun at the driver in an effort to get him to stop.
Oh, Lord.
That man, police say, is Michael Bender, which is an odd name for a guy that might be doing some drunken boating at 1:30 on a Saturday. He filed a probable cause case while awaiting toxicology results. So we'll see what happens with that. But
good Lord.
Yeah, the video is pretty crazy. The audio is insane on the story as well.
Next thing we know, we heard this huge, loud noise. And then we look, and it seemed like he hit one of the guys' yacht that was docked.
Everyone was screaming on him to stop, and he was trying to leave.
Yeah.
This is what the guy, he put the gun on him.
It was a huge chaos.
Oh, yes, it was very fast. All his face
he
was
had
like
a lot of blood.
One
guy? No, there were
two guys.
two of them in there. One of them was badly injured because one of them was hurt, and you can tell they hit so hard where the glass on his boat actually shattered.
Oh,
wow.
Damn.
Dang.
This is going to be a problem.
Yeah, that's a little bit crazy. Well, other things happened in South Florida. Hialeah man was arrested after authorities accused him of stealing more than 140 avocados worth nearly $900 from a Miami-Dade grove.
There's a lot of food crimes you report on where someone will steal, I don't know, like $90,000 worth of ribeye or something.
How do you move those?
Yeah, is there a black
avocados
market
go bad in like a week.
Yeah, you have like hours.
You gotta work hard. You either have a connection that you're taking to right away, or I don't get it.
Where do you bring these to unload black market avocados?
That is a great question. Yeah, I don't know how that goes. It's crazy. Well, I was telling you that at Beaver Stadium, that is in Happy Valley, where Penn State plays their football games, they do something called the White Out, where they cram all these people in this super huge stadium, which this year is expected to actually become the largest in America. They've got some renovations going on to officially take their capacity up to 109,000, which would pass Michigan Stadium of 107,601.
Okay, that's a lot.
So they would be bigger than the Big House if this goes through later this year. So are they still going to use the whiteout as the name, knowing that 14 people, including 13 current or former Penn State students and one student's father, has been charged in an alleged cocaine trafficking ring? How many jokes are going to write themselves when you're having the whiteout this year and you've had a large cocaine scandal on campus?
How you think our running back goes so fast?
Oh, man.
He's still running.
And they were running it through 2 fraternities, Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi.
Oh, wow.
Now, prosecutors are saying that cocaine was brought from Philadelphia and New York, then cut, packaged, and distributed mainly to Penn State students, sometimes with fraternity pledges allegedly helping process the drugs.
I don't know. Philly Coke cut with something. It sounds like
they got too many non-drug people involved in this drug ring.
Whoa.
You got pledges?
And Philly, the town that threw batteries at Santa Claus.
This is wild.
No.
Man, oh man. How about that, huh? Well, Beaver Stadium is where Penn State plays, and apparently eating beaver is something that some people in Detroit are considering. This co-anchor, Ryan Ermani, got a little bit cracked up when the discussion came about the nutritional value of eating beaver on Good Day Detroit.
And again, they're ice fishing because everything's frozen, and you're looking for fat in the beaver.
Yeah,
the beaver is the beaver is the most sought after.
It is.
Ryan, do you think you could eat beaver? It's fat and then it's meat.
It made them all sick, though. They all got sick after it.
Well, you can't eat diseased animals.
Oh, God.
What about a moose?
Yeah, I don't know anything about this show, Nina, but you're really funny.
Okay.
You are a really funny gal.
I don't know if she didn't get it, if he didn't get it. I don't know what was going on there.
I think she got it.
There is a lot of fat, though, on a beaver. It's always one of the sought-out creatures when on those alone shows.
Is it really?
It can give you a lot of nutrients and a lot of necessary fat.
So you should be eating beaver.
If you're out in the wilderness and you need to survive, it can give you some good nutrients.
Look at you. Who knew we had an expert in the room?
Oh, don't get me talking about the buffalo. You could actually,
bison's really good.
Yeah, but you also can lose a ton of weight if that's all you're eating. One guy got eliminated because all he had was that.
It's very lean.
It is. He had so much meat. You go, this guy's going to win the whole thing. He had pounds and pounds of it. He had to quit because he lost so much weight on the meat diet.
Dang.
Yeah, he looked sickly.
Okay. Well, one thing that you can also eat is alligators, but look out because they've been on the attack. Seems like we've had a lot of stories of gator attacks that have happened this year, and experts are saying that the string of these attacks are not evidence that the gators are becoming more aggressive. Instead, they're saying the attacks are being linked to risky human behavior and drought conditions, which can concentrate alligators and people around shrinking water sources.
It's our fault.
Well, we're still looking for water, and they have less water to go to, so there's a higher concentration of gators now in these places because some of the places where they used to hang out are starting to dry up a bit.
And they're getting desperate, and when an animal gets desperate, they're all hungry, and they start eating things. That's when you start looking delicious.
You and your little white fluffy dog.
Oh, yeah. Do not walk your dog by the water.
Please don't.
No, they say definitely keep your distance. And yes, you're right. Watch the water's edge.
Also, too, try not to take a selfie with the gator. They don't like it.
When you see one, you should go the other direction.
Well, a lot of people love a dangerous animal and getting a photo by it. In fact, they say there's been a growing number of social media influencers who have been bitten by sharks.
Dang.
Yes, they love that perfect shot of getting close to the gator, and there's many clips, including one influencer that was swimming with a shark in Brazil, and the shark's like, you know what? She looks freaking delicious. And decided to take a big old hunk out of her leg.
Did she document the whole thing?
It's great for views and shares and everything, yeah.
And guess what? That's all she cares about. She's like, you guys got that on camera, right? I want to lose my leg, but you got it on camera? Thank God.
Some probably would. I got to tell you, some of these cases, man, are crazy. An Oregon man is now suing a business and its owner for $10 million after being shot multiple times during a burglary.
If you're burglarizing, you should not be allowed to sue the place you're robbing.
These are the dumbest cases I ever hear about.
Please, Judge, have some sense.
Kenneth Voiles broke into Touchstone Granite and Marble Inc. through a damaged garage door, claiming he sought shelter. He admits he intended to steal a drill bag, and then the owner, James Grant, discovered Voiles trespassing and allegedly shot him repeatedly, saying, "You're going to die," before shooting him once more at point-blank range. Now, Voiles survived and crawled out, and Grant is disputing the account, saying Voiles became aggressive and raised bolt cutters towards him when he caught him breaking into his place.
It don't matter. You're breaking into somebody's place, okay? If you break into where I am at, I assume you're there to kill me.
Yeah.
And now it's me or you. And you're probably going to win because I'm kind of weak these days. But I'm going to give a good fight. And I won't even that good of a fight.
You give an okay fight.
I'll at least leave a lot of blood.
You'll have a lot to say.
Yes.
So Kenneth Voiles wants $5 million in compensatory and $5 million in punitive damages.
Wow.
That's where it went right through my brain that he is ready to attack me and stop me. When he picked up the bolt cutter and raised it and was starting to come at me. I was lucky I could run about 15 feet, grab my gun. He started coming at me this way. I told him multiple times, 3 to 4, maybe 5 times to get on the ground. So I finally had to shoot. I only shot him when he was standing looking at me, ready to come at me, and then I just let him go because I just wanted it to be over.
Throw this case out.
It'll be interesting to see where it goes. And if this is a dude that wins, it can be a career to break into people's places and hope they shoot you so you can just sue them.
This guy better not win. If the burglar wins, we have gone off the rails.
If you're in my backyard past a certain time, I think you're there to kill me.
Yeah.
That's your property,
right,
man.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with this case. If he gets $10 million, you know, the people be like going, let's break in and get shot, baby.
What
$10 million,
state
I'd take
is
that.
this? What state?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Do they have stand your ground laws and all that? Like Texas.
Oh, it's Oregon. He'll win.
Oh, he'll win. They're actually going to give him $50 million and a house, and they may even give him his own gun.
Sir, $10 million's not enough.
You're right. They're gonna. There'll be a GoFundMe page for him.
Yeah. All right. And that is your whacked out news.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, you know, I love football, college, pro, you name it. I love high school football. My goodness. I'm just so excited that it's kind of getting going again. But I do have to tell you, my excitement was tempered a bit as I saw the AP poll came out yesterday where they rank these teams without even playing a game. It's one of the dumbest things that they do, and it already killed my dreams for this college football season, unfortunately, because my Ohio State Buckeyes are ranked number 1 in the country starting off the season.
Power position.
Yes. I hate to see them there because Ohio State has started the season ranked number 1 12 times, and in all those 12 seasons, they have not ever won a national championship. So it is the kiss of death for my Buckeyes, unfortunately.
Maybe turn it around this year.
Yeah, lucky 13.
They're going to do it on the 13th year?
Yeah, you know, 13.
This is their kiss of death. Yeah, so I saw that. I'm like, dang it. Well, maybe next year. So anyway, yeah, they started last year ranked number 1 and lost the last 2 games that really mattered. And Canes fans definitely know that. They got a lot of fun watching Miami beat Ohio State. Canes are ranked 7th That's pretty good. It's the first time that Miami has been preseason top 10 in back-to-back seasons since 2004-05. So good for them. Your LSU is 11th, Virginia.
Okay, that's the Lane Kiffin effect.
It is probably, yeah. They've got great recruiting as well as they do with old Lane Train that we knew from Boca and his time at FAU. Oregon, Georgia, Notre Dame, Texas rounding out the top 5, and Ohio State plays 2 of those teams this season. So tough schedule and tough for them to be number 1. So we'll get them next year.
Well,
already thrown in the towel.
Done. Yeah, it's over. It's over. They'll be number 1 the entire season. They'll get to the end. Yeah. What you got on your mind today, Bird?
You ever have something you watch or a celebrity or someone in the public eye, you don't know why, you just don't like them, they rubbed you the wrong way? I am so excited for this documentary that's coming out in 2 weeks on Netflix, and it's about Raygun, the breakdancing woman from Australia. Now, do I really hate a Raygun? No, I don't hate her, but I love to hate watch her content. And I've noticed that's something in my personality. You and Kevin and Virginia are not like that. If it's cringy and you want to run in a corner, you guys don't get down like that.
I will not watch the Raygun doc.
Yeah, you don't like you cringy stuff ain't your jam, but there is stuff I love that's so cringy. I seek it out.
Yes.
And it's not that I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm not like,
you just can't believe it.
This is so stupid. No, these people are so dumb. It's so bad, or it makes me feel embarrassed, kind of, but I can't stop watching it.
Right. It's like a train wreck.
You know, what is that? Like, what is that personality trait? Why do I have that and you don't?
You love a hot mess. That's why you've been working here so long.
Well, Denny's never used to have it, and the guys in the snack pack never used to have it, but now they all have it. I've trained them.
It's contagious.
It is to seek out like cringy material, and Raygun makes me cringe. On a level, I have to turn it up and go, she did not just say she's the best breakdancer in Australia.
She makes a lot of people cringe.
And she does that one thing I love, but / hate when she's about to come out on stage. She's got her hat to the side and she's doing like the b-boy look. Right. She's like trying to get all hip hop look.
It looked like anytime somebody does something in real life and it looks like an SNL skit and they're so detached from reality, I think that's why some people look, because you're like, they are not aware of what this really looks like.
Well, then I started getting, the reason why I turned on a Raygun, if she went out there and all that happened and she played along with the joke, I'm mad at a Raygun. I don't like when people play victim when they're not the victim. She wasn't the victim. You went out there, you put yourself out there, people made fun of your goofy ass dance, that kangaroo dance, which I kind of do like. And then you were like, oh my gosh, people are so mean to me, I can't believe it. Well, you did the kangaroo dance, Raygun, and you said you were the best in the country. And then they show all these people in Australia doing the dopest breakdancing moves.
Yeah, she took the spot of a lot of people that were really good at breakdancing, and they're like, well, how did this happen?
But she comes off like breakdancing smug, but and how dare you question my abilities as a breakdancer? Like, no, Raygun.
It's like she's been doing a skit for 6 years.
You're not gonna Raygun Jedi mind trick me, but I need it.
Yes.
It's like Corey Feldman.
So you are that guy that's excited about this one.
I'd have to watch the Raygun just because it's so ridiculous, and I think it might be. I know I got a lot of new characters coming out. I think J-Gun might have to come out.
Oh, okay. You're going to be breakdancing out that new hip?
My hip is good.
Yeah, you might really be doing breakdancing.
Your hip is good. The rest of you is sore from your car accident, but the stretching and everything with the breakdancing might be good for you.
I've been told I'll probably be sore for about another 2 or 3 weeks, but after that, J-Gun might be around.
Okay. Looking forward to it. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, a few weeks ago, I told you we got my mom this special phone called the Raz mobile phone, R-A-Z. And it's specifically for seniors who are going through this thing that happens to where they Forget to be suspicious of stranger danger. Like, we caught my mom on the phone talking to the scammers that would call her all day, every day. She'd just give them her social, tell them all about her insurance policies, give them her address. Like, so we got her this phone to protect her from scammers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I guess she's meeting people face to face. And me and my sister and my brother, who's now living back in San Antonio, are a little alarmed. She's befriended this homeless couple and invited them to move into her spare bedroom.
Oh, wow.
At her house.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where we are. So...
And are they going to be moving in?
I
Do you know what the status is?
Okay, this is very weird. I don't know what's going on. I haven't met them. I don't know what the vibes are, but they live in their van, and they turned my mom down because I guess they weren't comfortable with the cleanliness of her house. So now, instead of them moving into her spare bedroom, they're coming over and helping her clean her house, and she's paying them to help clean the house.
Wow.
And me and my sister are like, okay, these people might be squatters that are trying to establish trust. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as the house is clean, bam, they're going to move in and take your house.
Do you think part of it, too, maybe it's her age, but do you think sometimes your mom gets lonely and she likes just to talk to people?
She is so active and talks to so many people every hour of every day. But yes, that is a big part of it because she cannot talk to enough people. She cannot have enough things going on. She wants to have this and that and this and projects and making this and doing that and going here and going there. And like, she honestly is out of her mind.
I've noticed that, though, even with some people that are in my life that are older, I think it is a sense of loneliness a little bit. Because they do want to be around people, and probably in your mom's mind, she's crushing it. She's doing everything she thinks she should be doing.
Yes,
and she's talking to people, and that's got to be tough. Especially
she's talking to everybody, inviting people to move in.
Yeah.
Thank God they turned her down.
Yeah.
Because if they hadn't turned her down, they would already be living there. So I don't even know what the con is, if there is one.
Is your husband okay with these people moving in? I mean, she asked him, is he part of it? And how's that
her
work?
husband, Frank?
Yeah.
I have no idea what his stance is on these people.
So I'd assume she needs his blessing. I mean, he does live there, too. You would think you can't move some strangers into your house without the permission of your partner.
You would think.
And I'm a pacifist, but there's nobody who needs to get their ass beat more than a squatter. People who squat and do it illegally and do it wrong and take advantage of people. They ruin people's lives. They're awful.
And they're not there yet, but I'm just worried about like what's the end game here? Like why are they helping her clean up? And I guess I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But being so far away is certainly scary because I want to meet these people.
Yeah, you unfortunately have to lead with suspicion in this era, considering the situation, knowing how your mom's been in the past.
Is there going to ever be a situation that you could foresee that your mom lives down here, or is that not in the cards?
Well, I think as long as her husband is there and, you know, they live together, I don't think that she's going to want to leave Texas and leave him.
Unless you offer it. I mean, if you got a room for her and Frank, that'd be fantastic. That might really help out.
Why don't you guys move the shredder and just make that a room?
Make that her apartment.
Yeah. I could see this working out. Think of all the stories you'd have.
You could move them into Magnolia's old bedroom.
Yes.
Because you're right.
Yes, now you're talking.
If you bring your mom, you're bringing Frank.
Yes. This is a good idea.
I mean, you can't separate a husband and wife.
You're right. Does he have a job that he has to
He does.
leave?
Yeah.
Okay. What does he do?
He's a Porsche mechanic.
Wow.
So he's a high-end Porsche car mechanic.
Good news is we got a lot of Porsche dealerships here in South Florida.
You're right.
Okay. Anybody looking to hire Frank?
I don't think they're looking to move, but I don't know.
That's the way to really put your clamps on it, Virginia.
Yeah, you always got to keep your head on a swivel with this one.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, a lot of stuff can happen. I know.
You went through it with your dad.
Still going through it.
Your dad had roommates.
I think he still does.
It's still going on.
I think so, yeah.
They're still living there?
I think the woman is, yeah, and her kids.
It's the same woman?
Yeah.
The dude left?
Yeah, supposedly. So I don't know.
Do you think your dad thinks he's doing that because it's a spiritual, religious thing to do and he's helping them out?
I think what it is, my mom always, their house was kind of an open house for helping people out and letting them in. That's one of the reasons why they have a very large house in the little town they live in. And so she would let a lot of people who come to the church and all that stuff stay. And so I think he, in a way, maybe feels like he's honoring his wife by opening the house still.
I mean, that's sweet, though.
It is.
When you break it down, you don't want them to get taken advantage of, but I mean, it is a sweet thing.
Yeah, so I try to give him his space, let him make his own decisions, but, try to kind of hover. So I'm going to go up there hopefully in a couple of weeks and take a little gander, just see what it looks like, because he doesn't ever really talk about it.
Well, yeah, they keep secrets.
Yeah.
My mom will lie, just outright lie about stuff.
She'll take it out on the air. Yeah. She's large. I'm like, I'm not telling her nothing.
No, I'm not telling her the truth. I'm not telling her what I'm up to.
It's so weird because when I was a kid, I wouldn't tell my parents what I was doing either, so I kind of get it.
Linda, if you're listening, I learned that lesson 15 years ago. I tell Virginia a select amount of information.
Thanks, Jbird.
Yeah. Imagine how awkward this would be, and it kind of has created a little bit of a dilemma, I guess, on ethics. There's this woman that sends an email who says she went on a date with a guy that she met at a local meetup site, and she said from the beginning, things were a little bit weird.
Uh-oh.
Within an hour of meeting me, he was making sexual jokes.
Oh, no. We're done here, sir. Goodbye.
Before appetizers?
That's so inappropriate.
Yeah, I don't know how he got into her smoking his skin cigarette, but that was the joke, and she's like, what?
There are some dudes, we used to work with one, and you would hear him talk, and you're going, dude, you are a billboard of #MeToo. It's like everything he said was so inappropriate. Even if he's asking to borrow a pencil, hey, can I borrow a pencil, if you know what I mean? It's a real nice pencil.
If you don't have the social graces to understand that within the first couple hours you don't say anything sexual, then we're done here, because this tells me that you are just an idiot.
Yeah.
You don't understand how people are supposed to communicate with one another. I can't trust you with the basics. We don't even need to go any further.
Well, the dude I'm talking about, I had to ask him because I saw him at a restaurant. I go, are you dating that? Are you dating her? He's like, no, I just met her, man. I go, and you're talking to her like that? I go, dude, I wouldn't be doing that if I was you. He was a douche anyway.
Yeah.
But there are dudes out there that absolutely go right to that lane quickly.
Well, he had said something else that, kind of let her know that she's like, okay, this guy's trying to get my pants on night one. And she's like, look, that's not going to happen, just to kind of let that out. He's like, oh, no, I'm not thinking we're going to have sex tonight. And then apparently a little bit later on, he moved in and then kind of started moving his. She's like, no. She's like, I'm out. And so
you're gonna beat hooks off.
Yeah, and so she's like bounced, and she lives in another place, smaller town, only about 30,000 people, where she's sending the email from. And she said that she had kind of like what you did, where she had to find a new doctor.
That sucks so hard.
And she says, so I go to this clinic and I show up. The nurse is asking me about my sex life, contraception, all that kind of stuff, pregnancies, STDs. And then she left and she comes back and she's got this male doctor with her who is going to be doing the STD testing. And guess what? It was that guy. The same guy I just got on a date with. And we're only talking about 10 days.
That's conflict of interest. You could have said, I don't want him checking me out. We just went on a date with each other.
Yeah. And now I was told he'd leave the room while I undressed, but he stood there silently staring at me, and I immediately felt incredibly uncomfortable. I told them, look, I just don't feel like he should be my gynecologist, but they said, they're dealing with a staffing shortage, and they had to bring in some gynecologists from outside the area. So I said, no, I'm going to cancel the appointment.
Cancel the appointment, get your stuff, and leave. You're not obligated to be in any situation where you feel uncomfortable. And I think for so long, my mom was raised to be like, oh, you don't say anything to the doctor. The doctor went to medical school. You respect the doctor. The doctor knows it all. No, if you feel even slightly off, you are allowed to collect your things and leave and never go back.
Well, if you've had at least one experience in your life, and I know I've had multiple where a doctor has been wrong, you're gonna not believe everything they say all the time. It's okay to question a doctor. I mean, I respect doctors greatly, but they are not God at the end of the day. They can be wrong.
Well, she said he was creepy, sexually inappropriate, and ignored my boundaries on our date. And then by unbelievable coincidence, he ends up being the doctor who is going to examine me and seemed very pleased to get the opportunity.
No.
And I just feel for other women that this creep might be in this profession for the wrong reasons. And I don't want anyone else to be a victim of this guy. But again, I can't accuse him of anything that, he hasn't done. And do these boundaries cross? I guess she's just conflicted that she feels like she wants other women to know what a creep he is and be like, you have no idea what a scumbag this is. It's taking a look at your privates. But I don't know that you can really say anything.
You're not going to have a case because...
Well, there is Yelp, for doctors now.
Okay, she just wanted to know what would be the right path to take where she doesn't get in trouble, but she can hopefully let other women know.
You can go on and you can rate a doctor. They have it now.
Okay.
A lot of doctors have ratings. And you can say how you felt and say your experience and say, look, I just want to protect other women. I had a very icky feeling from him, and I don't want anybody else to feel the same icky way that I did.
Yes. Okay. All right. That's a good thing to know. So, yeah, I mean, oof.
If you ever feel, I don't care where you are, general practitioner, gynecologist, dentist, if you feel icky with anybody who's medically supposed to be helping you out, you collect your things, you excuse yourself, and you leave and you find a new practitioner because you do not belong in a situation where your body is telling you this isn't right.
What would you say is the most unprofessional thing a doctor has ever said to you? And it can go many different ways here. We got one text that said, when I was 17, I was at the gynecologist for the very first time, and I remember the pelvic exam was incredibly painful. I cried out in agony, and after the exam, the doctor, who was a woman, pulled out the speculum and smirked and said, "Don't worry, you're still a virgin." Is that what you want to hear after they've just kind of given you a very painful exam?
No.
I wouldn't think so either. I mean, like, what the heck, man?
What about bedside manner? Like, if you're about to root around down there, what about kindness and gentle and telling you what they're doing before they do it? Nothing makes me more upset than when you see, like, weird medical things happening and there's no like explaining by the medical professional, okay, this is what's going to happen.
Yes.
This is what's going to come next. Like, where's the bedside manner in that for a poor young girl?
There was a nurse and she was putting the thing around my arm to check my blood pressure. Now, I don't know about medical stuff, so I'm there to get checked out. She's putting it on and all of a sudden, I'm not exaggerating. She goes, "Oh my God." I go, "What's wrong? What's happening?" She goes, "Oh, I just didn't put the Velcro on right." I go, "Well, that's, thank you."
Does that really warrant an "oh my God"?
That's a user error. I'm thinking I've got a cancer arm right now. I mean, it was so panicked. "Oh my God." I'm like, what?
One person texted in, they said, during my knee surgery, the surgeon asked if I'd like to join his family as a nanny on a trip to the Bahamas. I was 16.
Dude, stay on focus.
Yeah, sometimes these things just can't mix. I know maybe it was completely innocent and you didn't intend anything by it, but yeah, it is odd because it's just the dynamic of being in a doctor's office, talking about your health, being exposed the way you are.
It really is. And the other thing I don't like about pretty much every doctor's office out there, can we get some thicker walls and doors, please? I don't feel comfortable hearing about the ladies' butt problems next door, and I certainly don't want you to know about my butt problems. Let's get some soundproof doors or something.
I just think like real conversations need to be had about bedside manner.
Oh, yeah.
And how important it is to remember that a lot of your patients are filled with anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Most of your patients, I would say, are filled with anxiety and don't necessarily want to be there and don't understand what you're about to do to them. And so making them feel at ease and giving them comfort in this moment would be so awesome.
You have no idea what that does for certain people. Just the bedside. They usually take my blood pressure 3 different times before I leave any kind of medical facility, because the first round basically says, I think your heart's exploding, because you get that white knuckle syndrome.
Yeah.
Even if you're going to the dentist, no one loves going to get medical procedures
They don't.
done.
It's scary. And you don't know what's about to happen to you unless, like, you're a medical professional yourself. Like, you need to be informed before it happens and gently stroked through the whole procedure, whatever it is.
It's part of being in the medical community. I think that is very, very important, and that I think it's been lost with a lot of people. Sometimes it feels like there's just kind of fast food cattle work.
Cattle
going on.
call, rush them through, get to the next one, not giving kindness. Like, we've lost our way.
This one text says, during a routine breast exam, he told me my body felt like a wet seal.
That guy needs to be
wet seal?
He needs to be questioned.
What is that? A wet seal?
You know, I'm hearing a lot of dude inappropriateness.
Well,
I don't like it.
All right,
Let's see if Tammy can jump on that train here from Delray. Tammy, you got a couple ones here with OBGYNs. What is the first story you got for us?
So when I first moved to Florida, I had to go interview for a new OBGYN. And my first one I went to, and there were all these signs and everything up. He was running for political office. So I wasn't comfortable having a politician be my OB. So I made another appointment. I go in. The front office is all staring at me and whispering, and I'm wondering if I got something on my face. I'm like, I feel really uncomfortable. So then I go in with the male OBGYN. I sit down. He says, I apologize for my staff, but you look exactly like my ex-wife. I'm like, okay. So then I went and interviewed a female OBGYN, and she's been my OBGYN for like 35 years now.
There you go, Virginia. There's your stories from Tammy. Yeah, there you go. Tammy, you just enforced everything Virginia believes in life.
And not that anything can't go sideways with a female gynecologist, because I'm sure it can.
Yeah.
But you lessen your odds when you remove men from the equation with your crotch.
Do you even tell the patient that
no,
you look like my ex-wife? I would
that to
just
yourself.
I would just keep that one to yourself, man.
It should be nothing but professional conversations about the medical visit, about what's going to happen, about what we're doing here medically, what we're testing, what we're prodding, what we're poking. Like, that should be the only things that we're talking about.
He's like, oh, you look identical to my ex-wife. Well, maybe not completely identical. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
This text says, after my first daughter was born, the doctor turned to me, the dad, and asked, so would you like an extra stitch or two in here?
What?
Making it,
So it's something that they do when you tear.
I get. All right.
Is that it? Yeah.
Okay. I'm tapping
why I
out.
was like,
I get it.
I knew Virginia wanted to throw that word in there. I was trying to beat her to it.
Thank you, Kevin. And I'm sorry for even.
Yeah. We get it.
No, if I have to go through it, you have to hear about it.
And another one said, while in labor, this is a guy to a woman, says, all right, while I was in labor, said, okay, now get in the same position that got you into this mess. I guess meaning...
There's some old school.
Not appropriate.
She's like, it's like a joke. All right, come on, move on to the, ha-ha. Right? Yeah.
I don't want sexual jokes from my medical provider. I don't want it.
That's old school doctoring right there, because I have heard some old school doctors, and they have a way of working in that crass comment every now and then.
So have we lost the art of flirting? Some people believe that, with dating apps and increasingly direct sexual communication replacing the playful, subtle interaction that once created attraction. Some people are saying that flirting has become a lost art.
I think it's gone down. I think people still flirt, but I do think there's been a decrease in it.
I think when you're not practicing, and that's what going out to bars, clubs, things like that was all about. You know, I remember as you're getting out of high school, you really didn't know how to talk to women. And so you would kind of go out, but you'd have many different places that you could go and you could try it out, and you would get shot down and you'd be like, okay, don't do that again. They didn't like that. And you would kind of make some notes. You go out, you try it again. And eventually you got to a good routine where you could talk normal to somebody, and hopefully in a way that they'd be like, oh, you know what? You're a very attractive individual. I'd like to spend more time with you. Like going, okay, finally, I figured it out.
Well, if you did it in a way that wasn't crass or creepy, you know, that's how you would meet people. You would flirt and you try to see if there was something, guy or girl. Anybody could do that.
Yeah.
I think there's several reasons why flirting is down.
To me, I would say one of the biggest things is that we just haven't had the interaction that we used to. I think that, like so many things, starting around COVID, when you're isolated, that started. Social media, dating apps, things like that kept you at home, and so your communications were not happening face-to-face. And there is something about that face-to-face communication, reading body language, that is very important. And like I'd said, I think it's the practicing of it as well. It's not something that comes naturally to a lot of people, and you need trial and error, and you need to go out and try it to get better at it. To me, that's my thought on a big reason why it's failed.
I think technology, you know, it's supposed to make us connected, but in a way, it's kind of disconnected us a lot. You're talking to everybody on a machine.
You're right.
I think that's a big thing. I think some people are afraid to flirt because they're afraid they're going to come off creepy. They don't even want to take the chance because once you're labeled a creepster, people are going to go, "Oh my gosh, did you hear what Kevin did or what Jason did or whatever?" And people are scared of that. They don't want any kind of heat. Because it wasn't about, it went from a really great thing of trying to take down bad, gross people, and then all of a sudden it was the guy across the street. I could tell he was looking at my boobs, and it started. The guy looking at the person's boobs across the street was getting in the same category as what a rapist would be.
Right.
And the media took that and ran that, and so many blurred lines started to happen with stories, and then a gender war started, and people started to turn on each other. It wasn't about bringing people together and solving a problem. It was about getting people mad, and a good thing did come out of it. Some gross people went down. Things did change, but then like anything else, the pendulum swung a little too far and people started to get scared to flirt.
There are groups, and it does sound like more and more people are starting to get out and realizing, I think especially Gen Alpha, even Gen Z, they're realizing that their emotional and societal growth has been stunted because of the digital technology. And it seems like there really is a big pushback that many of them are having today and saying, hey, look, we are selling ourselves short, staying inside, not interacting with other human beings, and then learning this dance. Because it does, you get better with interpersonal skills the longer you do it.
You do.
I'm better now at my age than I was even at 35 or 25. And it's just because of practicing and going out and talking to people.
But if you're scared to do those things, you're not going to get better at doing them. If you have any hesitation or fear and have no confidence in that, you're going to struggle perfecting that skill.
To me, I think what you got to do is you just got to understand where the boundaries are and stay way in line. And you also have to make sure that you're in a situation where somebody does try to flip the script and accuse you of something that you didn't do, that you have witnesses, or you're in a situation where you can easily refute that if I were in that situation. And it might take a mature individual to realize that, hey, watch out, because some people might try to get you entrapped in something.
It's a different world.
And also, too, don't be creepy either on the other end with anybody.
It's not a good way to land. It seems like when you're, just very unassuming, you come off very kind, very thoughtful, things like that. It's kind of hard to call out a dude who's doing that. And not to say you can't, but it is harder to do that. Than if you're saying something that is like what we heard earlier, where the guy was talking about smoking his skin cigarette.
Yeah, that guy's creepy. It's when someone's actually not being creepy and they get labeled being a creepster. That's what's not cool. And that does happen.
Yeah. Well, hopefully more people are getting out. Maybe the art of flirting will start returning as we see more and more people trying to interact face to face.
It's called happy hour.
That's right, baby. But then they're not drinking, so.
You're right. That's right.
What a weird place it is now, huh? Crazy. Well, Well, we do have more KVJ coming up. It is going to be on the After the Show, and you can consume it live on YouTube. You can also check it out wherever you get your apps and your downloads for podcasts. We're going to be there on Apple and everywhere else. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch as well, but we can't get there before Bird wraps us up with his thought for the day.
Rock bottom has one strange advantage. There's finally nothing beneath you telling you not to climb.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.